locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's a great day to be alive on this Friday from University Ridge Golf Course for the American Family Insurance Championship. My name is Ben Brust, and we're live on site enjoying the beautiful weather and the beautiful golf. But for now, we'll be hanging with you, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. To my right, Kyle Wallace. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyle. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Where's the gifts?
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
That's right. Jason Weldy recorded.
All right, cool.
You know,
Where's the gifts?
we didn't pre-record that one. I think he did that one already.
I said the gifts. Thank you.
The gifts?
Yeah, the gifts.
The gift is our presents.
Yeah,
yes.
the greatest present is our
You
present.
literally yesterday said that we are not your friends. So since we are not your friend,
good point.
We don't give gifts to people we don't have a
You
two-sided
shouldn't
friendly
sing
relationship.
happy birthday to people that you're not going to get a gift
You're
for.
telling me you don't join in when you're at a restaurant and somebody nearby
a
is
little bit
saying,
different,
happy
a little bit-
birthday?
this is a little bit
different?
pre-planned,
No,
a
that's
little
kind of what I
pre-planned.
feel like with
This
you.
is
Like, if I was at a restaurant and I was at a different table than you wouldn't come say hi.
You pre-planned a whole singing a happy birthday together, but you couldn't pre-plan a gift for me?
That
Like,
was
damn,
not-
a gift card?
That was not pre-planned.
$25?
No, it wasn't. That was not pre-planned.
Oh, gosh.
Brad Nortman, former NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up here with us. Are you a full 110% back on the mend?
I'm 110%. I feel great. Honestly, I feel better than I did before being sick because I appreciate how healthy I am now. I've got energy. I'm
That
ready
is
to roll.
perspective.
That is perspective. I'm happy to drizzle perspective on KBN Nation whenever I get a chance.
Yeah, and
Drizzle, sprinkle, maybe?
Yeah,
Sprinkle's
sprinkle's a little
better.
better.
Yeah, drizzle's
I didn't
gross.
No,
like.
I like
Drizzle?
yeah, you
What's
think
wrong
of
with drizzle?
Yeah, toastal strudel. Is that what it's called? Toastal strudel? You drizzle the stuff on a little front. That's
true.
I
That's
like
a
the
drizzle.
I
That's a drizzle.
pile that
But
stuff
sizzle
on.
my
I like
nizzle.
that.
Yeah. I like that.
An off day for Alex Strofe, half-hearted hosted Rutledge and Hamilton from noon to 2. No Mr. Irrelevant, pulling a Jesse Nelson on site with the headset.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Alex Strofe, our not producer day with Chris Larson running the board.
Yeah, I'm appreciative of Chris Larson. I'll tell you what. Letting me get out here bright and early. I just found out Brad is terrified of the sun. Did you guys know this about
He
him?
literally threw a fit.
Yeah, so he moved
Wow,
he
a
moved
fit
my
is
chair
aggressive.
into the sun, so I'm gonna get a little tan going on. Brad's gonna be Dracula or whatever's going on to my
Yeah,
left here. He's
yeah.
hiding behind a banner and under a tent. He's so scared.
He actually went and grabbed your chair for you to make sure that you had a spot to sit.
Yeah, he goes,
You're
you're
I
sitting
ain't
here.
sitting there.
Well,
He
there's
played
about
his entire NFL career in warm climates in Carolina and Jacksonville, and this man is afraid of the sun.
You should have seen me cake on sunscreens before playing in Carolina and Jacksonville. Specifically,
Really? Were you the
Jacksonville.
only one
Yes.
in the locker room, in an NFL locker room, putting on sunscreen?
Yeah, and you know where they keep the sunscreen? They keep it in the the training room. So guys are getting their ankles taped and they're getting shots of injections, get ready to play. And I'm in there putting on all the sunscreen. I'm touching myself, sticky enough. Let's go.
Are you the whitest NFL player of all time?
There's some pretty white guys.
I don't know. There's a lot of specialists that I think fit in Brad's category.
Yeah, Greg Joseph, the current Packers kicker, comes to mind. 2 first name guy.
Oh yeah, I mean two first name guys will do it.
Isn't JJ pretty?
Yeah, my other cohort, my other third of the B-52 or of the bomb squad, JJ Jansen. He's pretty white too.
800-990-3776 is where you can get into the show. Also find us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. It is Kyle Wallace's birthday today, so if you want to send a note, I will read them all to Kyle. It could be something nice, which I don't prefer, or something, fun and lighthearted that takes a dig at him. 800-990-3776. Yesterday on the show, we discovered a lot about the happy birthday boy, Kyle Wallace. We learned that at minimum, he washes his sheets after 3 weeks. At minimum, and I can say that because you said that many times. He uses a bath towel after a shower about 3-4 weeks, and he said close to when it gets stale, which is just disturbing. So we learned that what I used to be on the ESPN Wisconsin airwaves was the dirtiest, grimiest person has now transitioned to Kyle Wallace. Kyle Wallace, when I had this conversation with some people that were over that led to our conversation of towels and sheets, how often you wash them, somebody that was in that conversation left our house, went home, and sent us a picture of them changing your sheets. Did we help influence any behavior changes for you?
You know what? I want to thank KBN Nation. I also want to thank you all for speaking yesterday, right? Because, brother, I always talk about the fact that I'm trying to make sure me and my loved one are connecting, and I get home, and first thing she says is not hello, welcome home. First thing she says was, the towels are in the wash and the sheets are in the wash. And I said, oh, fantastic. And this morning when I woke up, you know what she said? The towels in the dryer for you to grab. So listen, fellas, I appreciate y'all because it wasn't just about me. It was about training, baby. It's always about training her up.
Train her up. She's training you up, bro.
No, it's the other direction.
If she thinks the towel is stale, I need her to go ahead and take the initiative and help her play out. So you know what? I want to thank KBN Nation. I want to thank you all. It was all part of my master plan.
This is where I believe that there is such thing as constructive bullying. Sometimes you bully someone into helping their lives be better.
Yeah, I guess so. I will say, when I, dried off today, I said, that's fresh.
You smell good. I don't know if you noticed when I got here. I went right up to you, really close.
Yeah,
happy birthday, and smelled you. Make sure we were
you
in
look
tight
good.
quarters.
You smell good.
Yeah,
you look good.
You know what? I was wrong. I need to wash my towel minimum every 2 weeks now.
So
right? I feel like a new man.
So there's one thing about doing it just right off the cuff and getting it started, but have you guys have a discussion about what the new routine's going to be?
I think she felt embarrassed enough yesterday from being shamed and lumped in with my disgusting habits.
You guys are in a relationship for a long enough time where you guys are representing each other, in my opinion.
There's a certain level of oneness.
No, I told her, hey, baby, listen, if you don't want to be embarrassed on the radio, you know what you got to do. And she took care of business.
Oh, wow. So the routine is you put it on her?
Dang. Be a man, Kyle. Step up and take some initiative.
What are your chores around the house?
Oh, I do a lot of chores around the house. I cut the grass. I dust some stuff.
When somebody offered to cut your grass for you because your lawn was out of control.
Yeah, because I didn't have a lawnmower at the time. But now I greatly go outside, cut the grass. I do a lot of stuff around there. But when it comes to, a cycle of washing sheets and towels, I wash a lot of clothes. The towels,
I'm not hearing a lot, Kyle.
No,
I'm not hearing
what else are we going to do?
Continues to get higher, and the amount of things that he does around the house continues to get less and less.
He said cut the grass several times. Even grass.
I cut the grass. I'll
put
also
stuff
cut
together.
the grass.
You got a weed whacker, Kyle?
I do have a weed whacker. I do. I whack the weeds.
It's an interesting discussion. How do you divide household chores?
So this is one of the worst things, but best things, but more worst than ever. One of our friends had a game. It's called, and it's not even a game. I think they should outlaw this game. It's called Fair Play, and what it is it's a bunch of cards that you flip over, and it could be paying the bills. It could be getting groceries, and then you divide up the cards in terms of who does what in the household. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'll be straight up with you guys. My pile was less than my fiance's pile.
You mean your pregnant fiance?
At the time, yes. At the time, yes. Now, what I will say is my argument that I still hope holds true is the value and the weight of the less cards held to equal standard to the more cards that she had.
Well, cards is a deceiving notion because if you just were to undo the dishwasher, that's probably 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
If you were going to cut the lawn, that might be an hour.
Exactly.
So it's not
that's
exactly
why I
equal
felt
on
like
a per card basis.
The weights of the cards, even though they all weigh the same, in my figurative weight of the lesser stack that I had in the Fair Play game, I felt like we were at equal parts.
I hate that. I hate that card game. Because
you know what? Happy birthday. I'm going to drop off Fair Play at your house.
Did she feel that way? Did she feel like it was equal weight, or is that just a you thing?
Well,
Sounds like a
she
you thing.
still brings up the card game that I don't really enjoy calling a card game.
Yeah. Sounds like she didn't also feel that way.
She said, my deck is significantly thicker than yours, Ben.
Yes, it was.
And then on top of that, I pick up, the trail of mess that you leave around the house.
Yeah,
So
because
that's an addition.
it probably didn't come up on the cards of pick up Ben's trash. That's probably a card that wasn't even
This
existing.
conversation isn't going where I was hoping in terms of helping my case, in terms of my small stack of cards having more weight in the fair play around
Sounds
the
like
house.
you look.
It sounds like all you
black.
guys want to talk right now, but I tell you what, after you play the fair play game where you divide up chores and see who's got many cards, I think you should do that one, Kyle.
I know thy worth. I know what I do. I know what I bring.
These
to
are
the
the
table.
messages I'm looking for, by the way. 800-990-3776. It is Kyle's birthday today. Any well wishes or fun jabs at Kyle are welcomed on the ESPN Wisconsin text line as well as YouTube. Happy birthday, Kyle. You're a massive hater and rather wishy-washy on your sports takes, but I love you on the show.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Cody chimes in, new towels every shower. That's disgusting. Think of all the dead skin in that towel. And that's something that did come up. I was once a used towel guy, but that got out of control as laundry in the household. It's unsustainable. Even though Kyle's in his mind helping sustainability by not washing.
All that water you're just taking from this earth. My goodness, washing every day a new towel.
Want to know first thing I did this morning, fellas, when I woke up?
I changed your sheets.
What did you just say?
I don't know what you're going to say. Do we want to know?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, you got a parking ticket, and you were out late, so I don't know what was going on in your world.
How do you know about my parking ticket?
Because I listened to your show on the way in. I'm a good person.
Kyle,
and a good
Brad,
teammate.
do you know about my parking ticket?
No, I don't.
Okay,
He's out
good.
of the
We'll save
bar.
it for becoming relevant.
Okay, that's coming up around 2:30.
Okay, so the first thing I did this morning, all I did was I grabbed the new towel. That's all I was going to say, Ben. You made that a lot stranger than it was supposed to be. All I was going to say was I swapped out the towel. That's
it?
That towel I grabbed on
Wasn't
Sunday.
add-in from
Today's
Alex
Friday. It's been 5 days. New towel this morning because I was thinking about you guys on Kyle's birthday.
And you know what? I
5
bet
days
others
seems
were
very
thinking
fair.
about us as well.
Yeah.
I would like to say that we helped a lot of women and men who listen to this show reflect on their actions and what they do. They don't want to be like me.
Or they've been in longer relationships than all of us, and we brought their problems to the forefront, and we're helping the divorce rate go up.
Well,
why are you guys clapping for that?
Because me and you were good at that, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, we know. I mean, we live in the families in the divorce rate.
But you don't want this to settle and be left unspoken. There might be someone out there listening right now that is just sick of sleeping in disgusting sheets and wish that their husband or wife was listening to this. Maybe we are saving marriages in the process.
Cody chimes in, as a man, you just always have to look busy. There is an art to that, definitely.
You tinker with some tools.
Yeah, hey, I'm going to the basement, and then just do the with the drill, make it sound like you're doing something handy. 800-990-3776.
Marriage sound miserable. I gotta look busy. I can't just sit on the couch and have my feet up.
Well, life's gonna change, buddy.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. You gotta contribute to the household, Kyle.
I contribute. I mean, listen, I contribute to the lights that we have on. I contribute to the mortgage that I have.
That's part of fair play.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
the
be
bills
careful
portion.
with the I pay the bills argument. That is a slippery slope, okay? Because were you devaluing me now? You gotta be very careful with that one.
I'm just kidding.
Yes. I don't think you should speak anymore in this segment.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Yeah.
Yes, and Kyle's done right there. Happy birthday, Kyle.
Happy
we
birthday,
love you.
Kyle.
Send nice messages to Kyle or mean messages at 800-990-3776. I'm going to pull a little read option here. I do want to get to the conversation around the Green Bay Packers going to Brazil, but I'm super intrigued by this conversation, the question that rose in our conversations leading up to the show. Did Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre set an unfair precedent for Jordan Love? Because listening to Wilde and Tausch this morning discuss, like, if Jordan Love had a Matt Ryan career, would you be satisfied with that? And, of course, it's no. He plays for the Green Bay Packers. I know Kyle has had that sentiment as well. So I do want to know, on Twitter at KBNESPN, did Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre set an unfair precedent for Jordan Love as the Green Bay Packers quarterback? We'll hear from you, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Happy birthday, Kyle.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
When I'm, again, doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring,
do the Pack Arena right now.
1 pack of 2 pack of 3 pack Arena.
Hey.
What's the rest of the words? Jordan love to Christian Watson. Nay, that's a touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The NBA Finals happen right here on ESPN Milwaukee.
Holiday attacks the paint, rises, scoops, scores, and the foul.
Luka at 5. Step back 3 for the lead. He got it.
Catch every second of every game of the Mavericks and Celtics battling it out for the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Irving on the right wing with a shot clock at 5. Now hoists a deep 3, and it's on the money. Derek White for 3. Got it. Giving Boston a 105-102 lead.
The NBA Finals on 94.5 ESPN and streaming on the Wisconsin On Demand app.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Summer with Saz's. Wonton-wrapped mozzarella sticks, refreshing craft cocktails, crispy sour cream and chive fries, barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, you name it, they've got it. Saz's Steakhouse has been a Milwaukee staple for almost 50 years. So grab your friends and come experience the finest for yourself. Join them on their outdoor patio or pull up a seat at Saz's famous Round Bar. Complimentary shuttles are ready to take you to games and concerts at AmFam Field. Located at 55th and State. Learn more at saz's.com.
See what everyone is talking about at the club at Loch LaBelle. The birthplace of golf in Wisconsin has a rich history you will feel upon arrival. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Experience a round at the club at Loch LaBelle. Schedule your tee time today at club@lochlabelle.com. Looking for more golf? Take advantage of same-day replay rates and enjoy fine dining and event space after your round. An historic past meets a vibrant future. Go to club@lochlabelle.com to start your journey.
It's almost time for Milwaukee's Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Don't miss REO Speedwagon, Three Dog Night, Goo Goo Dolls, plus Gin Blossoms, The Wallflowers, Bodine's, and more. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Fleet Farm is the place for the best Father's Day deals around. This week, save $60 on a Milwaukee M18 cordless 2-tool combo kit. Now just $169. Get a 28-inch Blackstone griddle with cover and accessories on sale for $249.99. And bring the kids June 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to decorate a free grilling apron just for Dad. Treat your special guy to everyday favorites and more this Father's Day at Fleet Farm.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman here to tell you about the grand opening of the newest Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek. Stop by for a free haircut on Tuesday, June 11th, and register for a chance to win VIP baseball tickets, plus $500. Lady Jane's Oak Creek on Howell Avenue. It's wicked awesome.
Hey, graduating high school seniors. You already know IKEA is your home for everything you need to make your upcoming college living experience great. Now, IKEA wants to help you celebrate your graduation with the 2024 IKEA Grad Bash. Join IKEA on June 22nd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for fun activities, contests, giveaways, gifts, and more. Search the store with the Grad Bash scavenger hunt, grab a free hot dog, and uncover fun around every corner. Stop by IKEA Oak Creek on June 22nd for IKEA's Grad Bash.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
But then you gotta put your back into it. You gotta put your back into it. You gotta put your back into it.
Live from the American Family Championship in Madison, it's Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust alongside the fellas, and blessed to have Alex Strofe in our presence in the sun, getting a tan, enjoying his day off.
Why do you call this a day off?
Because every day is a day off for you.
I love my job. You're right.
You come from the school of Jesse Nelson.
That's not true. That's an insult, and that's rude. That's very rude to end the week on that note.
Oh, wow. If you're going to get a tan, make sure you take the quarter zip off. You got some bad pit sweat going.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have hyperhidrosis. Have I ever told you that?
What the hell is hyperhidrosis?
I have hyperhidrosis.
It
of the
sounds like
underarms.
hyperhidrosis,
So it means I-
hydro water,
Yeah,
sweat.
I sweat a lot in my armpits.
You got a
And
lot
I
of
had-
things going on.
I had prescription deodorant a couple months ago, and it didn't work. It actually made it worse somehow.
Really?
So, yeah, I've always struggled with armpit sweat, but thanks for putting my business on the street, Ben. Appreciate that.
Malnourished, armpit sweat, hydro.
I had a black shirt on under this, though, so actually that'll hide it better. So let's just do that right away. Go ahead, guys.
That
Do
will
your show.
hide it better, would also attract the sun even more to you.
Wait, does wearing black attract the sun to you?
Yes.
You didn't know that?
No, I'm black. I don't know. I guess the sun's always attracted to me. I didn't realize that.
The sun
that-
always comes to me.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
black.
know. I have no idea. So does wearing black give you extra melanin? Is that like a superpower?
I don't know the details of that, but I do want to get to our question of the day on
Sure,
Twitter at
idiot.
KBN
Happy birthday.
ESPN. I'm not an expert on that skin tone right now. I'm an expert in white, I can tell you that. Did Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre set an unfair precedent for Jordan Love as the Green Bay Packers QB? This comes from a conversation I heard on Wilde and Tausch. How, I think Tausch said it perfectly. The answer is, when it comes to the question they were having on Wilde and Tausch, if Jordan Love had the career of Matt Ryan, would Packer fans be satisfied? And it's no. And I get it, but I also am like, gosh, for a guy that's played 8 games, the expectations for this team continue to rise.
He's played more than 8 games.
Okay, Mr. Put the mic back over your head. Technically, he has played all 17, but in the 8-game sample size that we saw him play really well, that is how everyone remembers him, and that is how everyone is expecting him to perform at a high level moving forward. Maybe not the same degree of stats and accolades and this and that and the other thing, but I want to know from our Packer backer, because you love the Packers and you love expectations, but for this early in his career, are these expectations too high for him? If he doesn't get to a Super Bowl, that's a failure in his journey.
No, that's not. That is the standard, right? That isn't too high of expectations. As the Green Bay Packers fans, it's one thing if we had Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers wasn't good, and then we were looking for the next great quarterback for 6 to 7 years, and that changes things. But when you have 30 years of excellent quarterback play, where you go from you go from Brett Favre, you go to Aaron Rodgers, and now you have Jordan Love, the expectation in most fans' mind is that they want to be successful. But think about it. If you were a 25-year-old kid in 1992 and now you're some 50-some-year-old person, you don't know anything really but the Green Bay Packers being really, 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 really good. So why would we change the expectation just because Jordan Love is a different quarterback, a different guy? Based off the way that he played last season, he showed that he can live up to the expectations, and that's what we expect here. It's called title town. Now, no, we haven't won a lot of
when you say it like
we
that,
haven't won
it's
a lot of titles. Wait a
little bit of hypocrisy.
We haven't won a lot of titles lately, but we have been in the conversation. There has not been another team in the NFL from 1992 to now that has legitimately been in the playoff conversation every single year. I know the
What
Patriots.
does that matter, though?
What it matters, it means that when
If you are crying at the end of the year.
No, but it means that you have an opportunity every single season to be something special, and that's exactly what we expect from Jordan Love, and he proved last year with his performance that he can live up to those expectations. So let's not sit here and try to say, oh, well, no, that's too much. No, it's not too much. We expect for Jordan Love to win a championship. He expects for Jordan Love to win a championship. When I say he, that is Jordan Love, him.
There's a reason why, if you're a kid and you grew up in an incredibly wealthy household, that it's really hard to appreciate anything that you got.
Can you relate to that?
I personally cannot, because I'm talking about like billionaire status. Now, it's possible. I know some people that have, but it's really hard to be a well-adjusted, balanced, appreciative, individual adult if you grow up in that. And that is the state that Packer fans have grown up in last 30 years. The Packer fans are the rich kid over the last 30 years that has been given everything. And all they expect now and all they appreciate, it's got to be 5-star. It's got to be a private jet. It's got to be a overwater bungalow in the Maldives, or it's got to be a yacht in the Mediterranean. That's all the expectation expectations. Anything south of that is not good enough. And you look at that, you say, that is an absolutely.
Kyle's taking this a little too serious.
I'm a rich kid.
I want all these
And
things.
that is an absolutely absurd standard. It totally blows the mind of any reasonable person to be like, no, that can't be your only level of expectation. And that's the reason why the Packer fans, of course, it's an expectation for Jordan Love to be Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre, basically hitting 3 out of 3 and an MVP winner, Super Bowl winner, and Hall of Fame. But if Jordan Love can do one of those 3, you have to say absolutely successful career, even if it's not a championship.
Don't all football teams expect for their quarterback to be a really good quarterback? Like, isn't that the absolute goal?
No,
so for us to say we expect
they may
Jordan Love,
expect it, but here's where the conversation with your the way you look at the Green Bay Packers, Kyle. You say you're happy, playoff conversations, right? We've done it since 1990, and then you put the word Titletown in there. That's where it just gets really tough, where it's like, all right, are you happy with just being in the conversation, but then you're calling it Titletown when you haven't been in the Super Bowl in 15 years? It's just a lot of gray area of you're trying to have your cake and eat it too. You're trying to say we're relevant every year, and you're also trying to say we're Super Bowl contending winning teams when you haven't been there since 2010.
Yeah, but we are relevant every single year, and that's why when we look at Aaron
But then
Rodgers,
why should you have a Super Bowl and Hall of Fame and MVP as the standard when it hasn't been 15 years since you've done that?
Because it was like 14, 15 years between Brett Favre doing it and Aaron Rodgers doing it. As a Packers fan, again, that should be what we expect. We should expect a quarterback to play at MVP level. We should expect a quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And that's exactly, again, we are acting like Jordan Love didn't ball out last year. We are acting like Jordan Love has a potential to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, depending on how well he negotiates. That all should come along with expectations of being a Super Bowl championship type quarterback that is in the MVP conversation, that's leading to his team to the playoffs, to the NFC championships year in and year out.
What you're saying right now, Kyle, is for the rest of your life, whoever plays quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, MVP, Super Bowl, Hall of Fame, they got to have that.
If they don't meet the standard, if they don't meet the standard we have, guess what? Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Well, then you could end up being in QB purgatory like a ton of teams in the NFL. And Brad, I'd love to hear yours.
There's a hall of great quarterbacks that have balled out as well. I'm thinking about Matt Ryan, which started this conversation. But you had my guy Cam Newton, Dan Marino, Steve McNair, Randall Cunningham, Boomer Esiason, Jim Kelly. All guys that had scratched the surface, got into a Super Bowl, lost it, were MVPs, some Hall of Fame. There's kind of a mixed bag of the 3 things we're talking about. All guys that if you said Jordan Love had those careers, you would say that would be an unabated, complete success.
No, you would say you're disappointed. What's the one knock on Dan Marino?
That's insane.
What if Dan Marino won 2 Super Bowls? Would we be talking about
Dan Marino's defense?
Would we be talking about Joe Montana being the greatest quarterback of all time, or when Dan Marino retired, would he be considered the greatest quarterback of all time? He won 2 Super Bowls.
But
that's what it comes down to, right?
I get it.
It comes down to how many
Then
Super
if it
Bowls
comes
you can
down
win.
to that, I don't want to hear you say we're the only team in the last 30 years to be in the playoff contention for the last 30 years, because that doesn't matter based off your argument.
We call Aaron Rodgers' tenure here with the Green Bay Packers disappointing. We say it's disappointing because of the fact that they never went to enough Super Bowls. They did not win enough Super Bowls. And with this argument talking about Matt Ryan, statistically speaking, Matt Ryan had a really good career. But when you look at his overall record and how many wins that he had and how many Super Bowl appearances he had, that would be disappointing. If Jordan Love ends his career just like Matt Ryan, I promise you this, 14 years from now, we will be talking about how it was a disappointing tenure. Great quarterback that never won the big game, never got over the hump. That is exactly what Jordan Love will be, and Packers fans will be disappointed about the fact that they had gone 30 years without winning a Super Bowl after having 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks back to back to back.
And what I'm saying is there's about 28 franchises that would take Matt Ryan's career and they would celebrate it and they put him in their Ring of Honor.
And we ain't that.
You are.
We ain't that.
You're right.
That's unrealistic.
Brad is right. You are a spoiled rich kid, and you don't know anything better, and it just is snarky, and I don't like you.
Oh, I mean, that's all I know. When I look at the Green Bay Packers, I think of, we were talking about it, the Los Angeles Lakers. I think about the Boston Red Sox. I think about the Boston Celtics. I think about the New York Yankees. That is that is the group that I think the Green Bay Packers are in overall as a franchise. Every single year, despite who they have, they always expect for their teams to perform. I expect for the Green Bay Packers to perform, especially when I have a quarterback like Jordan Love. Jordan Love understands the standard, and by golly, you know what he did last year? He lived up to it in his first season. Let's not run away from expectations. Let's embrace them, and that's exactly what Jordan Love has done in his short tenure as a starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Boy, I mean, that just feels so unfair to Jordan Love.
That's okay, but you know what? He's up
That's
for
okay.
it.
That's
No,
all right.
no, he's up. You know why I know he's up for it?
I would never want to be a Green Bay Packers quarterback.
That's fine, but you ain't built for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not built for it. See, Jordan Love is built for it. You know how I know Jordan Love's built for it? Because Jordan Love's demeanor.
Touche.
It's tough to come back
That's
from.
pretty
No,
good.
for real. After taking over for Aaron Rodgers, and the season started off poorly, they were 2-5. He did not flinch. He went on the road on Thanksgiving, missing some players, missing Aaron Jones, and what did he do? Pow! Hit him in their mouth. We beat the Detroit Lions, and we started getting some momentum.
You know how we knew Brad wasn't built to be the Green Bay Packers quarterback?
How did we know?
Well, when he couldn't sit in the sun today, when he was putting suntan lotion on before NFL games as a punter.
Look at this. I've got a sliver on my leg right now. You think I haven't felt that?
Oh,
I felt that.
Are you two
I'm
going
aware
to need
of
to
it.
switch seats as Kyle's in the middle of Brad and Ben?
No. I'm going to be strong enough. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to prove that I'm built
does that mean
for it.
I'm built for it? As I'm just basking in the sun over here? Am I
No,
built
that just
for it?
makes you an idiot.
Kyle, am I built for it?
Are you built for the sun?
No, am I built for the to be Packers quarterback?
Boy, you are now malnourished. No, you are not built to be
Why do you
anything.
think I'm malnourished?
Look at you.
Handsome.
Look at you.
No, your face doesn't mean you're malnourished. I'm talking about your body weight. You are. If you go to the doctor, you know they talk about BMI. Like I'm overweight for my height.
Are you?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely.
You calling him fat on his birthday?
I mean, I'm overweight for.
Talks about it all the time.
I know what the chart says. When the chart looks at you and says 6'2", 140.
6'3".
Yeah. 6'3", 140. Yeah, we need to get you on the meal plan. What they give you? Protein shakes. What's
140.
Pediasure? Is that what they got you drinking?
I don't even know what that is. First off,
You need it.
Number two, 140 is crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd be
135?
skin and bones.
No, you are.
I'm like 170, 170.
There is no shot that you are 170.
Did they have a scale at the AmFam Champ? There's the training room right behind us. They might have a scale in there.
I would love to take it.
Jesse Nelson, producer of William Tausch, can you go find a scale for Alex Strofe so we can weigh him?
They might have one in that room. They might have a scale of
That
it.
I don't want you to weigh yourself. We want to weigh Alex Strofe.
I bet I weigh about $175.
Ooh, I would take the under.
Over under Alex Strofe weighing 174.5.
I'll take the over.
I'll take the under.
I'll take the under.
I got the under.
3 on the under, Strofe on the over.
You mean no?
Jesse walked 10 steps, turned around and said, nope.
I'll ask if they have a scale in there.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, all right. Well, yes, while we are here, it is a great time for Kyle to tell everyone why they should be here now that we're in the flesh, seeing, feeling, and breathing the American Family Insurance Championship.
Oh, my goodness. This is my first time here. When I walked in, I said, oh, this is really what PGA feels like. This is a tremendous atmosphere with beautiful weather right here at the University Ridge Golf Course for the AmFam Championship. I've been telling you guys for multiple weeks, this is the place to be. You can still get your tickets for the concert to train tonight at Breeze Stevens Field, but also you can still get tickets for the rest of the weekend to come enjoy a great weekend of golf and entertainment right here at the AmFam Championship. Visit AmFamChampionship.com. That's AmFamChampionship.com to support a great cause with the Steve Stricker Foundation and the American Family Insurance Children's Hospital. A lot of proceeds go to that as well. So I'm telling you this right now. Get your tickets today so you do not miss out on this beautiful golf experience right here at the AmFam Championship. Visit AmFamChampionship.com.
He hosted the Homer Hour last night on 94.5 ESPN. He hosted Rutledge and Hamilton from noon to 2 on 100.5 ESPN. He's here with us all day at the AmFam Championship. He can't get enough airtime, so we're not going to skip it. We'll have Alex Strofe stay relevant next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nordman.
I'll say that, man. Mark Chimura, every time I see him in the morning, get my coffee, I walk right by here and I look at him, I'm like, man, that's a handsome dude.
Sounds like you got to cull up with him too, huh?
I'd love to. I feel like I'd fit right in. You know, he's 6'6", I'd be the little spoon with Chew.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Sunday. It's racing season at the legendary Great Lakes Dragaway, and our schedule of events is ready. We've still got our yearly holiday weekend races like Labor Day weekend, plus Nitrous Streetcar Brawl, Import Wars, and Night of Fire. You can also book corporate and private events. Take advantage of our season-long passes and even schedule a time to take your car down the legendary quarter mile. Go to GreatLakesDragaway.com for pricing and info. Great Lakes Dragaway, just a burnout west of I-94 on County KR. Be there.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman here for Carbless, my go-to drink this summer. Handcrafted right here in Wisconsin, Carbless is a ready-to-drink vodka and tequila cocktail. Perfect for hanging out on the patio by the grill, chilling on the lake, or tailgating at the Brewers game. Plus, it's got 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten, and just 100 calories. All summer, make sure you're following Carbless on Instagram at Drink Carbless for your chance to win a Summer Bliss prize package. Find Carbless online and at retailers near you. Carbless. Bliss is more.
Another MVP has joined the roster at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, Dr. Michael Nolte. Expertscape recently named him part of the top 1% of spine expertise in the world. Dr. Nolte has published over 50 peer-reviewed articles in leading scientific journals and authored more than 100 national presentations. They added this MVP specialist for orthopedic, neurosurgical, and spine care because at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
Many people with unique homes reach out to Pella because our team of experts can customize windows and doors that match architecture from any era.
I love that I have a home that's 100 years old. It's a historic district, and we didn't want to ruin the look by having modern windows in an older home. When I found out that Pella had an architecturally accurate product line, they simply guided us and helped us to make a great decision for our home.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 48 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Certain restrictions apply in 6/30/2024.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, a future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at AmFam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Homer here to tell you about Rawhide Youth Services. Co-founded in 1965 by Bart and Cherry Starr, Rawhide is a faith-based nonprofit that helps thousands of youth every year, many right here in Milwaukee, overcome trauma, suicidal thoughts, and live better lives. For youth who are hurting, who feel lost or abandoned, and families feeling powerless to help them, Rawhide is there to help. They also need vehicle donations to support their mission of helping hurting youth transform their future. Donate to Rawhide Youth Services. Visit rawhide.org/donate.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Discover the difference at findhigherlove.com/CBD. Higher Love Cannabis Company is the only cultivator in the UP offering organic, clean green certified products. That means quality you can trust every time. With 7 locations across the UP, including Menominee, Norway, and Ironwood, finding your Higher Love is easier than ever before. And for our friends in Green Bay, Higher Love is less than an hour away. Kindness starts with you. Experience Higher Love today. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD and follow them on social media at findhigherlove.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Live from the American Family Championship in Madison, a beautiful day. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, UKBN Nation, 800-990-3776, and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. He's been a busy guy the last couple days. He's pulling the Jesse Nelson on site for a remote broadcast, not doing his normal producer duties, but will still reluctantly give him his time to shine. It's time to become relevant with Alex Strofe.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
You're rude. You know that?
I know.
I'm sick of you. I'm working my butt off. I could choose not to be here right now if you prefer that.
We would have just gone on just fine.
I could go mall. I could shake some hands, kiss some babies at the AmFam Championship.
You should hit the weight room before you do anything.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. I'm on your side, but also I agree with him about the weight room. But I am on your side. I love the fact that you're here. I love your dedication.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
always
hard
grinding.
workers. Yeah.
I think
You three are such little weenies.
Weenie.
Wait, we're the weenie.
Chris, there's a button in there that shows what Ben becomes when certain people come around.
There's a couple buttons in there, but that's not even giving
Couple
them.
buttons in there.
There's a couple. A good producer. We just got schooled by the producer, Evan Cohen, Greg Scalzo. Now he's a big shot when he's out here at the AmFam Championship just because he was in the Pro-Am yesterday. All right, fellas, last night I went out on the 10 in Milwaukee to watch Game 1 of the NBA Finals. And, I parked across from a very well-known bar in the Milwaukee area in the 3rd Ward, and they have a little parking lot that you pay to park in. I went in there. I paid to park. Wrote my license plate incorrectly.
Ooh.
So I come back out to the car, don't see anything. I park on the street overnight. I forgot to do the overnight parking thing, so I'm thinking I'll have a ticket from that. I don't have a ticket from overnight parking on the street in Milwaukee. I have a ticket I didn't see last night from the parking lot I parked in. Any guesses, Ben? I know you know the answer. Brad, Kyle, how much the ticket was that I woke up to?
$40.
I'm going to say 60.
Okay, let's combine that and add 25. $125 ticket.
Who do you have to fight? Because here's the thing.
Yeah,
when I
fight that.
I paid for it.
No, you a fool. You already paid for it?
Not the ticket. I paid to park there.
Yes.
I just wrote my license plate wrong.
I understand. So what you do is you let them know that you wrote your license plate wrong, and you let them know the number that you wrote, and you just show your car.
And proof of
and I have it in my email.
Purchase.
How off were you?
Super off.
What the hell?
Come on.
Was it
Were
your
you
car?
buzzed when you typed it in?
So, no, I hadn't even had a drink yet. I was completely sober.
What's wrong with you?
That's going to be hard to argue.
Here's what I did. So I got the numbers right. So I have 4 numbers and 3 letters in my license.
You got the 3 letters wrong?
Yeah, so I actually mixed them up with, so our talk and text lines, we have 2 of them, one for Madison, one for Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And the passwords for those are random combinations of letters and numbers.
I'd hope so.
But one of the 2 lines has a stretch of 3 uppercase letters. And when I typed it in today, I realized what I did. I did the letters of my license plate with the 3 letters from the talk and text line password.
You deserve the $125.
wow.
You know what? I will be there with you when you try to fight it, so I can tell them the story about how you input your license plate wrong.
Yeah,
you deserve.
I'll tell them I'll tell them what I did when I reach out, which I might do during a commercial break this afternoon before they're off for the weekend. But yeah, $125 seems a little bit rude though.
That's steep. What was it, like $4 an hour?
I paid $12 for 3 hours. And now they're charging me 10 times that.
For how many hours? How many hours were you there?
It was overnight.
I was there for less than 3 hours.
Oh, my
but the
No,
car
I
was
moved
there.
the car. I moved the car.
Oh, wow.
I parked
Hustle.
elsewhere.
I need to get a parking lot.
I only had 2 beers
Dude,
last night. It's
that's
not
my
like I was
dream.
partying.
Really?
My dream is to own a parking lot.
By an airport. I always
These
wanted to do
people
that.
have to be raking
But
in.
the thing that bothers me
cash.
most of anything is that they listed that I didn't pay during event parking. And the only event in Milwaukee that I could think of was happening was there was a comedian at the Pabst Theater Group, and then there was an Admirals game at UWM Panther Arena.
Were you close by?
4 miles away.
No.
So that doesn't count as an event.
Yeah.
Could the event they're talking about be that the NBA Finals game was on at a
wait,
sports
who-
bar?
so the-
No.
wait,
Does that count as an
no.
event?
The city of Milwaukee wrote you a ticket?
No, the private lot did.
They're a bunch of.
That-
Yeah,
they're
And then
good.
I imagine the city was probably going to ticket me overnight, but they saw there was already an envelope in my windshield that I didn't
So,
see.
And I
So
told
there's
you
some
guys.
justice,
Remember
though.
when I woke up to 2 envelopes? I thought that was illegal. I did get one of those. I don't know if I followed up. I did get one thrown out.
Okay.
Do you think I'll be able to overturn this because I paid to park
It's
there?
a private parking lot, so
That's gonna
honestly-
be tough.
No, but wait.
Well-
You don't have to pay that. What they gonna do? Try to, garnish your wages? They can't do
They
that.
said they would defer it to a collections agency. It says it right on the.
Let them do it because you remember our old office here in Madison
Yeah,
on the
on
Capitol
the
Square?
yeah.
You know how many times I parked behind our office and got tickets and didn't pay those?
So they still
No
want
collections agency has ever contacted me.
You. Okay, so it's a scare tactic.
For
Yes.
yeah, it is.
Well, I'm not going to pay it regardless because I think I'm just going to get them to drop
You
it.
should call. If they don't drop it, you say, "Kiss my behind. You ain't getting a penny out of me."
And as Kyle would say if we were back at the Gruber Law offices, one call, that's all.
That's who I'm going to next?
Yeah, and your name's on the credit card that you used to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'll get that drop.
Kyle, I have
That's
a question
criminal,
for you.
though.
I have an answer.
Would you like to make the call on my behalf?
To Gruber?
No, not the cruise.
I'll call him. That's my boy. You said what now?
To the parking lot. Would you like to call them on my behalf?
You
I
know
feel
what?
like you'd be pretty good at
I think you need someone who sounds a little tougher.
Who would be best at that?
Than me or Kyle?
No, I don't
because
play
I don't
this.
sound tough.
That's what I'm saying. You just need someone who sounds tougher than
I don't
Kyle.
play no games. I just don't have like the energy to do it for you.
doesn't care
I
that.
don't. Yeah, that's the problem, right? I gotta be because let me tell you.
If this was Kyle Karen would be out in full force.
I feel like he can do it on my behalf. I'm his guy.
Kyle Karen came out last Tuesday. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to.
What happened last Tuesday?
I had to handle some business. They weren't responding to emails.
Who?
So I had to pull up.
Who was
just, some business stuff. So I pulled up.
Some business stuff.
And then she wanted to respond to my email after. I said, "Oh, now you can respond after I popped up."
I don't like the vagueness of this. Would you like to elaborate on that? Don't care to elaborate?
Kyle knows when to elaborate and when to keep the business off the airwaves.
Fair enough. So quick poll. Do you think I'll get out of the $125 ticket, Ben Brust?
Does it count if you just don't pay it?
No, I'm asking if they drop it or if they don't drop it. Do you think they will drop it? Yes or no?
The private parking lot company isn't, or the business who owns the lot isn't going to drop it, but they're not going to come after you.
Okay, Kyle?
You know what? I believe in people, and I believe that you made a mistake. You paid. You can show the receipt. They will say, you know what? Don't make that mistake again. We'll take care of it.
You believe in people too much. They're going to say,
Brad?
too damn.
I think they drop it.
Okay.
I think they drop it.
So we are overwhelmingly.
Yeah, exactly.
We are overwhelmingly.
It's the way we see
You
the world.
see the world in a way better lens than me.
We are overwhelmingly believing in the humankind. I will report back next week to see if I can get
How
that.
many times have you been burned by humankind, boys?
A lot, with too many to count.
Yeah, but there's also been a lot of moments of grace.
Yeah.
There's Brad. Brother Brad.
What's your
Won't
tactic?
he
Are
do
you
it?
going to fall on the mercy of the court, so to speak, or are you going to be firm and be like, I got to have this dropped? Or you're going to be like, you know what? I made a mistake.
Yeah, I made a
You
mistake.
understand?
I have a receipt. I have a confirmation number. I paid to park there at the time I was ticketed. I'm hoping you can just forgive my stupidity.
125.
I think
That's an
the approach
absurd
to
number.
that is
If it's $40, I probably wouldn't even fight it. I just,
whatever.
$40.
Yeah,
I'll fight $40.
I screwed up.
Whatever.
Right. 125, that's a little much. Real quick, fellas, one more for you. One word to describe the potential of UConn head coach Dan Hurley headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. Total 180 here. I want one word from each of you to describe the potential of that hire for the Lakers.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
Blockbuster.
Ooh, good word. Brad wins the one-word game today.
Yeah, but why is it blockbuster?
Many reasons. It's Hollywood. That's one. The other one is I think it's game-changing for the NBA and for the Lakers. So there you
See,
go.
mine goes
Double
to
entendre.
there's no college basketball coach that wants to be in this long term based off the way that their lives are going.
Yep.
And so if he can get a big payday from the Los Angeles Lakers, even if he is out in 2 years,
He'll be back.
He
Yeah.
will
But-
have all that money. He can come back if he wants to.
The case to make, though, Benny, against that is nobody has made it work better in the era of NIL and transfer portal than Dan Hurley and UConn. They've won the last two national titles.
Which is why he can come back to it if it doesn't work.
He is now Calipari. Legitimately, Coach Cal. He's basically Coach Cal because he's built it up.
Go
enough.
get paid. You have a fallback plan. It's brilliant.
If it sucks, they'll just go back.
All right, that's all I got for you.
That's becoming relevant with Alex Strofe. We got to sell some stuff for you. We got to sell this segment so we can do a live read with Alex Strofe here. But we can't do that. I've just basically set my mind to talking to the sales team to make sure this gets sold.
Say that again?
I've set my mind to tell this to the sales team to make sure it gets sold. 800-990-3776. Say that again. It's Kyle Bruston-Nortman, and I want Brad and I to tell you about the great work that Gina Della from Pella does for everyone in the Wisconsin area. No matter where you are in your life or where you're at in your home, if you need windows and doors, there's no other place to go. There really just isn't, because you're not going to get the quality. You're not going to get the expertise. You're not going to get the service. You're not going to get the offer. You're not going to get everything that they provide you, because it's a full service experience from the time you walk into the showroom, from the time you sit down with someone, to the time you figure out what you like, to the time you figure out the budget options. Nobody does it better than Gina's team. I'm telling you, there's a reason why you see her everywhere. There's a reason why you hear her everywhere, because you need to go see her for yourself and experience the value that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can provide. Tell them the offer, Brad.
And you know what? There's no better time than
Numbers
right now
guy.
to take advantage of this deal that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is offering you right now. It's 0% interest for up to 48 months. That's right, 0% interest for 1, 2, 3, 4 years. They can make it affordable for any budget and any project. They work with you to make sure you get that beautiful premium Pella product and find a way to make it affordable for you, including this deal right now, 0% interest for up to 48 months. Certain restrictions do apply, but this ends the end of this month, June 30th. So don't wait any longer. Visit PellaWI.com today.
I hate to do this, but we're going to talk about Alex Strofe again. He made the local news last night. Alex Strofe going big time next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, let them do it. I ain't doing it.
You're not going to hurt our feelings.
Come on.
Just mine.
Homer, come on.
Yo, fuck, I should be doing this time. I should be 2-6. That good enough for you? You need any more?
That's fair.
Need any more? One?
Us?
Yeah.
Y'all
2, 3, 4.
You're all the same.
There we
Nobody's
go.
as good as me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
Made by me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000-square-foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
Don't put your life on hold to earn a degree. Lakeland University has a long history of making students' dreams come true. Since 1862, build a schedule that meets your needs with options for 7- and 12-week courses, evening classes, and the ability to join classes remotely. Lakeland University is Wisconsin's leader in evening and online education. They have a main campus in Sheboygan County and 6 centers throughout the whole state. Lakeland University. Affordable, quality, flexible. Find out your next steps at info.lakeland.edu.
The Volrath Company implemented a DocuWare content management solution from James Imaging Systems. Volrath Director of Information Systems, John Sharp.
They've helped us upgrade from a previous version of our document management to automate our accounts payable processes, to store the invoices, do the three-way match, and really streamline those processes.
In addition to a DocuWare content management solution, the key to continued success is the James Imaging Systems Solutions Group.
And as an extension of our team, they've got intimate knowledge of why we've done some of the things that we do. And when we run into any issues, they're there to support us.
A DocuWare content management solution from the James Imaging Systems Solutions Group.
They know exactly where we are in our project cycle so that we've always got continuous improvement.
Content management and workflow automation from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman here to tell you about the grand opening of the newest Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek. Stop by for a free haircut on Tuesday, June 11th, and register for a chance to win VIP baseball tickets, plus $500. Lady Jane's Oak Creek on Howell Avenue. It's wicked awesome.
Tired of looking at dusty, dirty, and cracked garage floors? Hi, this is ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta, and I'm here to tell you how you can get a fresh new look with Floor Shield by Showtime Floors. Using a state-of-the-art coating 4 times stronger than traditional epoxy, it's tough enough to be used in military bases and airports. Floor Shield is certified as an anti-slip floor. It's also eco-friendly, all while being UV stable, and my favorite part, easy to clean. Contact Showtime Floors today and mention ESPN for 10% off. ShowtimeFloors.com.
Finally, warmer weather, green grass, birds chirping. Don't spend your weekend surrounded by all that junk. Get your free, no obligation, same-day estimate from 2 Men and a Junk Truck. You'll restore your sanity and reclaim your space when 2 Men and a Junk Truck pulls in your driveway. Visit 2menandajuncktruck.com for your free, no obligation estimate today.
Keep what you love, ditch what you don't.
Gear up for more Brewers action when the crew takes on the Reds June 14th through the 16th. Plus, get a Sal Frelick bobblehead on Saturday the 15th. Find your spot at brewers.com/tickets.
You're listening to Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
surrounding the Green Bay Packers in their opening game, Week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles down in Brazil. Kyle Brust and Norman live from the American Family Insurance Championship. Ben Brust, Kyle Walsh, Brad Nortman on site with Alex Strofe. We're blessed with his presence. And I say blessed because he's big time, man. Hosting lots of shows, doing lots of things, hard worker, grinder. And then the local news stopped by our offices and they were like, you know what? You look like the perfect person for a story about the Green Bay Packers. So on WISN Channel 12 in Milwaukee, you know, he just moved from Madison to Milwaukee. He really doesn't even have a place that he lives in, but he should based off the way that he is shining on TV. Here was Alex Strofe responding to a question about the Green Bay Packers and not being able to wear a green potentially in their game.
Jacob's comments catching the ear of Packers fans, including ESPN Milwaukee host Alex Strofe.
My first thought was, what the heck? How are two teams that wear green as their primary color not going to wear green in a Week 1 NFL game?
So we just...
There it is! Yeah! Alex Strofe, everybody!
There was a second quote. Thank you very much. I got two quotes in there.
I mean, just play that one again, Chris.
ESPN Milwaukee host Alex Strofe.
My first thought was, what the heck? How are two teams that wear green as their primary color not going to wear green in a Week 1 NFL game?
I can listen to that over and over and over again. My first thought was, what the heck? Like, you are the most born and bred Wisconsin guy, the way you said it.
Yeah, it lacks so much stuff.
My first thought was, what the heck?
What the heck? Well, yeah, so she asked me, you know, when you initially saw this a few months ago, because this has been swirling in the rumor mill for a while, what was your first thought? And typically, if I'm talking to you guys, I'd be like, what the hell's going on here, right?
Yeah.
But I felt like I had to tone it down a little bit to be on local TV. So I just hit her with my first thought was, what the heck?
To just verbalize that. To be like, I literally thought, what the heck? As opposed to saying, you know, I was so surprised that, you know, this
what
kind of
the
thing.
heck?
What the heck? That is just so classic, Strofe. You are born and bred Wisconsinite, Strofe. You really are.
Salt of the earth. Like, you know what you did after that? You went to a supper club, had a brandy old fashioned.
I went to a sports bar, had a beer, and 6 wings is what I did when I watched the NBA Finals immediately after I filmed that.
6 wings? Those better have been meaty.
They were big. They actually gave me 7. Lucky number 7. June 7th, Kyle's birthday, my half birthday.
Hey, happy half birthday.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Yeah. 25 and a half.
All right. I remember I was 25.
6 wings is an interesting choice. Was there a 12-wing option?
Yeah, so the wings were expensive.
Yeah, they are.
$6 wings for $10.
What?
Yeah. They were good, though. The sauce was terrific.
Big chicken, man, I tell you.
Big chicken.
Those prices.
Yeah, chicken, gas, eggs. Eggs are down.
Did you tell them that you were on the news?
We were watching the NBA Finals on the station I was coming up on the 10 o'clock.
Did you stay for afterwards for the sports feature?
Yeah. No, I left, and then I got home. I got home, I flipped on the news. The first mug I saw on the TV was mine.
Oh, come on.
I was like, come on, wonderful. Perfect timing.
You should have, I give you full permission to go full douche at the bar, and after the game, stay and just stand by a TV with WISN.
Anybody recognize me?
Hey, whoa, turn the volume up.
You see that ESPN Milwaukee host on the TV? That's me.
Play the clip, Chris. Play the clip. This is what they were going to listen to.
Catching the ear of Packers fans, including ESPN Milwaukee host Alex Strofe.
My first thought was, what the heck? How are two teams that wear green as their primary color not going to wear green in a Week 1 NFL game?
NFL game. So proper. Prim and proper by me.
You were prim and proper, but you know what? You gave a basic answer. It was a basic interview, and the basic answer was probably the way to go in that one. I ain't mad at you.
You know, there was probably someone, if you would have stayed, there probably would have been someone in the bar that would have said, that was my first thought, too. I'm going to buy this guy a beer. You should have stayed for it to get a free beer.
All 30 of them had the same thought. We pay you to have the same thoughts as everyone else, buddy.
Oh, what the heck?
That was rude. That one cut deep.
You know, I know. That
was rude.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I blame WISN. Shout out to them. I blame them.
Shout out to them. I blame them.
Why do you blame them?
I mean, they came down here searching for a story that wasn't there.
Are you a journalist or reporter?
No, I'm just saying.
What would you have asked ESPN Milwaukee Alex Strofe about the...
Kyle, hold on a minute. Let's tell them the truth. Before WISN showed up at our studios, I popped into your office. What did I say to you?
You said they got this interview, and I don't know what I'm going to say. I said, brother, have a good time.
No, no, you're missing out a detail. What did I say? What did I ask you?
What should I say?
No, I said, do you want to do it?
Oh, I said no. I don't. Listen, I'm not wasting my time with that.
I offered Kyle Wallace to do the interview.
What a guy.
Seriously.
I'm actually mad at you, Kyle.
Kyle goes,
it
no.
could have said it could have been like host of Kyle Brust Nortman. We could have had some pub.
Yeah,
Instead, we get what the heck guy on there.
My first thought was, what the heck?
I wanted to pass and let a young buck have an opportunity to introduce himself to the TV market here in Milwaukee.
And everybody was like, whoa, good beard line on that fella.
Yeah. Luckily, they had you head up so they couldn't see your scrawny body.
Yeah, they pretty much had me at the shoulders with my hoodie. I was wearing
perfect.
I said to her when she came by, I said, wow, this is the one day this week I didn't wear a collared shirt. And that's true. And it
is true.
Today I wore a collar, but I took it off because Ben made fun of my armpit sweat. So.
I didn't mean I won't make fun of your armpit sweat because today we discovered you have
hyperhidrosis of the underarms.
There it is. 800-990-3776. Dave from Aaron. The only thing that the Strofe interview is missing is an ope.
Ope. My first thought was, what the heck, guys? How are you not going to wear green in Brazil?
Well, if you were
the green and gold.
If you were smart and you were at the bar, you should listen to Brad Nortman as he always tells you what you should be doing when you're having some great beverages.
My girlfriend was doing that.
If I was right there next to you, Strofe, and your girlfriend, I would have said, hey, I'll take one of those carblesses over there, particularly the margarita flavor, because that's all I go to when I'm at a bar, whether I'm here at American Family golf outing or wherever it is, on the lake, outdoor patios, barbecues, brewer games. It is the best time to grab yourself an ice-cold carbless. A carbless is everything I'm looking for when it comes to an alcoholic beverage. It's a premium cocktail with no carbs, no sugar, gluten-free, only 100 calories per can, and less carbonation, just enough to, quench the thirst. So crisp, but not so much that makes you feel bloated. I love drinking a carbless. It doesn't just stop there. The flavors, there's something for everybody. There's the fruit flavors right now that taste so good in the summertime, like pineapple and peach. I was talking to someone over there, and they said that peach is their favorite. And then there's the classic cocktails. The margarita package is just the best. If you haven't discovered why Liss is more, now's the time. Discover why Liss is more with Carbless. Find them online and at retailers near you.
I'm glad you were talking to somebody over there, Brad.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I was about to say the name. I was like, I probably shouldn't say the name.
It's a real story, though. I heard.
She said it. She said it.
I'm dead serious.
And we were talking about flavors.
I was totally over there talking to somebody.
Yeah, and I was like, I should put the name out there. They didn't give me permission, but it was a real conversation, and they love Carbless, and so should you.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. Kyle Brust Nortman live from the American Family Championship. Don't go anywhere.
My first thought was, what the heck? How are two teams that wear green as their primary color not going to wear green in a Week 1 NFL game?
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Madison in Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course, camp on site all weekend, and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Make sure you get tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series race at Road America June 6th through the 9th. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor. If it's a celebrate or tailgate, when you're gonna recreate upstate. If it's a holiday, birthday, any date, you can save at Discount Liquor.
It's the world's largest music festival, and you'll be there compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. There is no other party like Summerfest. Buy any one 15-pack of 16-ounce aluminum bottles of Miller Lite, Coors Light, or Coors Banquet, or any one 12-pack of Vizzy Hard Seltzer and receive one free Summerfest ticket. Visit us at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee and in Barstow and Maine in downtown Waukesha.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings.
See us for your free Summerfest ticket and check out our specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Another MVP has joined the roster at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Dr. Ryan Stefanchuk. Board certified in sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation, Dr. Stefanchuk specializes in non-operative treatment of the spine, chronic pain, all joints, all musculoskeletal problems, and more, emphasizing holistic care first, with a focus on diet, sleep, stress management, and social connections for a patient's well-being. At Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune into Kyle Brust Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nordman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We are live from the American Family Championship, one of the best days in the summer. Great golf, great environment, great weather today. And if you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get them for the American Family Championship. Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust next to Kyle Wallace, our Packer backer. Brad Nortman, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, who's scared of the sun. And Alex Strofe, who's gone viral for his news clip on WISN yesterday. What the heck, man? You and I have killed the one-liners this week.
Say that again?
There it is. Big week. If you missed any of our shows, it's been fun, a lot of energy. Go to WisconsinOnDemand.com or YouTube to watch any of our shows.
You proud of your lineage?
I'm very proud of our of the lineage. Was that this Tuesday?
That was Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Are
Tuesday.
you smarter than?
That's right. Brad was out, and I found out that John Adams is in my family lineage, and Kyle tried to put me on blast for celebrating a president, the second president of the United States, and he's like, you're celebrating a slave owner? And then we found out that John Adams, one of the two presidents of the first 10 or first 15 that didn't own slaves.
Yeah, I was so proud of you and your lineage. I was so happy to see your reaction of how happy you were that you did not have at least Uncle John Adams.
Your tweet said it all. It said, this is how all white people should be.
How many times have you two actually shaken hands? I imagine mostly daps or high fives.
I did a weird, like,
put one air, pal.
We were doing good job.
Put her in the old ice.
Yeah.
What the heck?
So I was talking with Brad Nortman when he got here. Actually, no, we were on a video call together, waiting for the rest of the crew to join before our show, and. Summer is always an interesting time with schedules and weddings and family events and holidays. What do you got?
A lot of off days for you fellas here coming up.
Yeah, I got some vacation. I'm very proud of it. You guys can make fun of me while I'm out. I'm fine with that.
Where
I'm going to Door County. Very excited. Nice. Very excited. And with that was part of the conversation. What are you going to do this weekend? And do you enjoy having an off weekend in the summer with nothing to do, or having too much to do in the summer? Because I have nothing this weekend, and then after that, it is packed to the brim. And I'm like I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to it. At what point, is there a Mendoza line of age where you're like, all right, I don't want to do anything anymore?
Yeah, when we were talking about it, Ben, all I could think of was that I had a twinge of jealousy hearing that this weekend. You got nothing going on. Because put me in that camp firmly right now. And it's not that when you approach the weekend and you have no actual plans that you're not going to do anything at all.
Correct.
You can just call
It's an
audibles.
open canvas.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. And especially here in Wisconsin, there's so much you can do that you can do spur of the moment, and that's some of the most fun activities that you can possibly do. Whether I'm just going to go to a Brewer game, or I'm just going to go get some steaks, I'm going to grill out, whatever it is. There's so much to do, but when it's structured, when there's plans being had, which takes the place of most weekends, I just finds it confining, right? Or confining, excuse me. To where, there's so much I want to do throughout the summer, and it makes me obligated to be at a certain place at a certain time. So give me the no-plan weekends to just be able to roll with the punches how I see fit. And I think that came for me, mid-20s, 26.
Well, I know that's not shocking at all for you. I think you're an anomaly, Brad. You're a very structured and regimented and old soul by nature.
That's true.
I'd say to the casual person, which I'd like to fancy myself.
Oh, okay.
I'd say around 29 to 31 is when you exit the wedding phase and you want to be able to control a little bit more of your destiny in the summers, because your summers have been controlled by everything.
Yeah, the minute you realize I'd rather just have control than to make sure I'm a part of everything, that's a very, very real epiphany in life where it's like, you know what, I would just rather have less on my plate, less to do, more flexibility.
800-990-3776. Would you rather have a weekend to yourself in the summer or always have plans all the time? Because Cody hits it. Cody, 800-990-3776. Too much to do makes you feel like you have no time to do what you want to do, even though you make all the plans for yourself.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'll admit is that I love moving on my own time and at my own pace. But I will say this. When I have a summer that's jam-packed with a lot of different activities, I dread thinking about it. But when you actually get up and go do it, when you have a beautiful day like today where the weather just hits you, the sun hits you, people talking and all the great conversations going on, I end up really loving it. I like having a jam-packed summer. Matter of fact, my whole July, I got something going on every single weekend, and I look so forward to it. And then on top of that, like Summerfest, we're going to be live from Summerfest. I cannot wait for us to be doing something live from Summerfest. Why? Because here in Wisconsin, the weather from October all the way into May is kind of crummy. So when the sun is out, I just want to enjoy it. So I actually like having a lot of things going on during the summer because that means I'm maximizing the beautiful weather that we get here in Wisconsin.
But when your schedule is so packed, it makes it feel like time is going quicker. It makes the summer feel like it just flies by.
You gotta find some space
to slow it down, Kyle.
Unless you are a sixth grader who's sitting at home playing Call of Duty all day, or been playing Call of Duty all day.
Hey, that was a pandemic thing.
Yeah, sweating and hiding inside the room, parents yelling at you to do something.
Peeing in bottles.
Yeah, like unless that's it, like the summer moves slow then, but just when you're an adult, each day goes by super, super fast, so it's going to go fast.
That's why
fast
I like
anyway,
the blank
so make
canvas to smell the roses and do what you want to do.
Slow.
Make the memories, enjoy the moment. You said you were already out your wedding phase. When you were in that wedding phase, it felt like a lot, but how many great memories did you make? Did you ever say, once you were at the wedding, where you were like, man, I'm glad I came?
Yeah, you're probably right, but there's got to be a balance.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a balance. Otherwise, if you're just doing everything for others that you like have to do, you're not really truly enjoying what you want to do. You're doing things that you're kind of forced to do.
Yeah, but it's a fun time. And plus,
you've got a good perspective.
Yeah, I have a good perspective because, listen, I done had lazy summers and lazy days, and I love my time. And I am someone who looks at something when something is put on my calendar, I'm like, oh, my gosh, I got to do this. But I'm telling you, once I get up and do it, I feel relieved. There's many times I've been wrong about not wanting to go somewhere, but at the end of the night I get asked, was it okay? I was like, yeah, I had a good time.
Ben, you asked if there was a Mendoza line. What is the Mendoza line?
The Mendoza line, so simply put, is like when you reach the tipping point, right? Like when you go past the point of no return.
Nope.
I know it's when you're batting under 200.
Oh, good for you. There
yeah.
you go. Yeah.
But you can use it on many other things. So like for me, the Mendoza line for gambling, I'm not going to say the number.
Oh, we need the number.
No, I'm not going to. No, that is
units?
Personal.
What do you mean
finance.
that's personal?
It's not about units. There is a certain dollar amount that if I am down that dollar amount, I then have to pay.
How many digits
if I'm
is it?
up that dollar, it's in 4. If I'm up that dollar amount, you get paid out. So that is my Mendoza line, how I use it most in my life.
So if you're between that, are you above the Mendoza line?
Yeah, if you're between that, you're always above the Mendoza line. But as soon as you go below that 4-digit number, you don't want to cross the Mendoza line because then you know you're going to go. Like I've had some weird encounters with some bank tellers. Why are you specifically taking out this amount of money? It'd
really?
Be like blank, and 27 cents.
So you're buying something that don't
I know.
Can they ask you that?
That's why I don't know.
It's your money.
I felt like I'm no longer with that bank.
He has a guy.
I have a guy now, but back in the day I didn't. And I just went to the branch, and the bank teller was like, "Can I ask why you're taking out such a specific amount of money?"
Because that's what I want to do. I got bills to pay.
Down to the dollar.
What'd you say?
Hell no.
It was
down to the nearest 100.
That was the weird part. Is
You
I
should have
did
ran to the nearest 100.
Yeah, I did to the dollar amount and cent amount.
Oh yeah, that's
He said, let me get
but why they still shouldn't ask me a question about what I'm doing with my money.
That's just general curiosity.
No,
okay, but you shouldn't, as a bank, you shouldn't have general curiosity about what I'm doing with my money.
What did you say?
What'd I say?
Yeah, what was your answer?
I don't know. I blacked out.
There's a practical tornado rolling through the AmFam Championship right now.
Don't say that because it's beautiful weather and it's just a little wind.
Yeah, tent is in the air for a second there.
Don't say
everybody's
that,
okay.
I had to dip out.
I said practical.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because I see this and I like this from Chef Ed. At his age, he's earned the right to plan his weekends. I can do whatever I decide to do or partake in whatever I decide to do. I feel like we probably from age 30 to 40, you don't have that choice. If there's a kid's graduation party or this or that, you have to go.
Yeah. I think that's the argument, right, is that half of the things that are put on your calendar that you have to go to that take up these, quote, summer plans are things that, you know what, there's probably 10 other things you'd rather be doing.
We sit in the winter waiting and waiting and waiting for this time of year. And then when you do things that you don't really want to do, it sucks. It sucks. Not that Brad is dreading anything this weekend.
No, of course not. Of course not. I'm excited for this weekend.
So wait a minute. So you guys have no real control over your lives?
Yeah, that's the part I'm confused about.
Like, you can't just say, I'm not doing this.
I'm busy this weekend.
We're just so cool that people want us at a lot of things that
but
we're forced
you're
to
allowed to say no.
I know.
Two-letter words.
I know,
easy.
but when there's two things that people are asking you on a weekend, you can say no to one, you can't say no to two.
Kyle, how do you say no in English?
No.
How do you say it in Spanish?
No.
How do you say it in German?
No.
9.
All right, 9. He said no. He said, how you say it?
9.
No.
I try to make it rough because they speak really rough there in German.
9. 800-990-3776, Kyle. Hopefully your Mendoza line never crosses because you're just raking it in with your underdog fantasy selection.
Oh, yes. The NBA Finals kicked off last night, or I should say tipped off last night, and that was one of your opportunities to bet big on that game. But you got more games to do it, whether it's NBA, whether it's hockey, whether it's tennis match going on, whether it's whatever sports we got going on. The Underdog Fantasy Sports app is a great opportunity. PGA Tour Championship, you're absolutely right. You have the opportunity to play the Underdog Fantasy Sports app, and I'm telling you guys, it's so easy to play, and you can win up to 100 times your money. Yes, 100 times your money. Here's how it works. You pick between 2 to 5 players from at least 2 different teams. Select higher or lower on those player stats. If your picks hit, you win real money. So download the Underdog Fantasy mobile app today or visit UnderdogFantasy.com and make sure you use promo code KBN. That is promo code KBN, and they will give you a mystery special pick to use on your first pick-up entry. Plus, they will give you a great deposit offer as well. I'm telling you, it's so fun to play. Make sure you use promo code KBN and play the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. And remember, must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. Get in the game today with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app.
Earlier in the week, Brad was out, so I subbed in for him on Wednesday for Hear Ben Out. He came back yesterday. He did a Hear Brad Out. Both of ours were golf-related, and I have an AmFam Championship golf-related question for all of you in KBN Nation, plus the panel of Kyle Brust and Nortman with Alex Strofe live on site here. We're going to hit that next. Don't go anywhere. Kyle Brust and Nortman.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
He now is off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against
what else are
TCU.
we?
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We're getting rush hour started early on this gorgeous Friday afternoon. 43 southbound is backed up all the way from Silver Spring to Capitol. A lot of brake lights there. Northbound coming up out of the Marquette all the way up to Locust is slow. 94 westbound is slow coming out of the Marquette until you get past American Family Field. And the construction on 894 westbound will keep you a couple minutes slow out of the Mitchell all the way headed towards the Hale. Traffic is sponsored by Johnson & Sons Paving. Potholes are a pain when they pop up in your asphalt. Johnson & Sons Paving can patch or replace the whole lot. Book an appointment now at johnsonsonspaving.com. And taking a look at your forecast for tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 57. Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers ending by mid-afternoon, a high of 70. Weather brought to you by Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. The NTT IndyCar Series coming up June 6th through 9th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley on 94.5 ESPN.
On Saturday night, it's an East meets West battle on the Diamond. The Yankees host the Dodgers in the Bronx.
It's up, it is gone! A home run to straightaway center field! Aaron Judge!
This ball's back, and this ball is gone! Shohei Ohtani!
Our coverage of Major League Baseball action starts Saturday night at 6 p.m. right here on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app.
The Island Resort and Casino is the Midwest's premier resort destination, giving guests the total experience with a luxury hotel, full-service spa, live lounge and headline entertainment, multiple dining options, and more, all surrounding a lively Vegas-style casino. And atop many a golfer's bucket list are the island's 2 championship courses, Sweetgrass and Sage Run. When we say your total experience, we mean it. Plan your getaway today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at AmFam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
A Brewers Group outing is the best way to celebrate any special occasion. You can count on the Brewers to host an event your crew won't forget. Brewers account reps make your day at the ballpark a breeze. Start planning your group outing now at brewers.com/groups.
ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman here to tell you about the grand opening of the newest Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek. Catch 94.5 ESPN on site at Lady Jane's for Kyle Brust and Nortman, broadcasting live Tuesday, June 11th. Stop by for a free haircut all day and register to win VIP baseball tickets and $500. That's right, free haircuts all day and a chance at VIP baseball tickets. Lady Jane's in Oak Creek on Howell Avenue. Walk in anytime. Open 7 days a week. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Value and savings keep on coming with quick hot savings from Quick Trip. And right now, we're cooling off with $2.49 a gallon Nature's Touch milk. All 1 gallon, 2%, 1%, and skim Nature's Touch milk, just $2.49. Looking to make that perfect movie night milkshake? Or how about making those morning waffles extra fluffy? Our fresh, straight from our dairy Nature's Touch milk is on sale and ready to hit your fridge. With quick hot savings from Quick Trip, we're here to save you some moolah.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle Brust and Nortman live from the American Family Championship in beautiful Madison, Wisconsin. Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Mr. Irrelevant/relevant this week, Alex Strofe, has been hanging out with us on site as well.
You're welcome.
Are you guys uncomfortable in these chairs?
I ain't complaining about nothing,
My
man.
booty is hurting.
Well, maybe you should lose some.
Yeah, big old booty on that chair.
Thank you, Brad. I'm glad you know.
Lose some weight. You might fit in it.
Oh, wow.
800-990-3776 on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. We have a new poll up on Twitter. If we placed a golf ball at the furthest part of every green at University Ridge, could you win the American Family Insurance Championship? I love this question because it's not Augusta. It's the course that the University of men's golf and women's golf teams play at, so it's a challenging course. Played in the Pro-Am, so I have a little bit of a look and feel at the speed of the greens.
Cool.
And made some putts yesterday.
Cool.
I want to know from the three guys in the panel, outside myself, because I already know my vote is yes that I'd win. Do Alex Strofe, who whiffed at a golf ball 8 times here.
My short game's pretty good.
Brad Nortman, who is a average to casual golfer,
Yeah.
and Kyle Wallace, who I've seen hit at I've seen him hit at a simulator. Not so great. Do you guys think if you place the ball at the furthest part of the green for 18 holes in 3 rounds, could you win the American Family Insurance Championship?
What's par here?
72.
So I did the math. So I think
Let's leave the math to Brad Strofe.
So the current leader is -5. So that's a 67.
Sure you don't want to say negative like you did in the break?
Yeah. -5. I'll say
Bring your
-5.
business on the street.
Yeah, no, you had to.
-5.
You said -5.
Yeah, that's the real.
That's how I know he's a no.
That's
He would not be able to win.
Well, that's the real financial term if we're going to go there. But yeah, I'm going to keep on going with that -5. So you're probably shooting a 67. So to really make sure that you're going to win, in case someone gets hot, shooting a 65. So that's 3.6 putts. So you gotta hit, most of them in 4. You can't really do many 5s because you got to do some 3s along the way.
You got some par 3s in there. You can't 4-putt the par 3s. It's going to hurt you.
Yeah. So I think I could do it. I think I could do it. To basically average 3.5 putts.
You are a professional athlete.
Yeah. And I think the big thing is just strategy. You just can't blow it off the green. You got to be able to just read it slightly. The hard part, I'm not going to lie, I don't even think the hard part's getting it close. I think the hard part is actually sinking it in the hole when you're like 2 or 3 feet away.
Oh, the ones that everyone gives you the gimmies.
Yeah,
no,
that's a gimme. That's a gimme. Nope, none of those. I think there would be at least 4 or 5 of those in any given 18 where you're like 2 feet away and you just go, poof, miss it.
Yeah, you just got to play real conservative with it. I saw last year that old Steve Stricker. He won with 18 under, and then whoever won the year before won with 14 under. I think I can get, I think I can do enough to do something like that. I think I have a chance. I got a real good shot.
800-990-3776. Do you think Kyle and Brad could win the American Family Insurance Championship if we placed a golf ball on the green at the furthest position
how
away
good
from
at
the hole?
golf are you? You make yourself sound like you're real good. Kyle and Brad, you just think you're really good at golf?
And let's just acknowledge he also just discluded me from the conversation. He knows I'm not winning.
I do know that.
I also know that.
Sorry, I'm leaving you out of this one, Stroh.
The other wrinkle to this one is you got a gallery here. You got people watching.
Oh,
so
I like that element.
When you hit it and it does around the cup and goes out, it goes, oh.
Yeah, I didn't put that in.
It's not just you and the ball.
I'm thinking I'm playing putt-putt here just on some small course somewhere. You might be right about that. That crowd noise gets you a little nervous, right? Like all of a sudden you miss an easy putt and everybody, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, wait a minute. You got to try to refocus and you miss again. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to come back on what I said before. I'm not quite sure if I can handle the pressure of golf.
Well,
I said you ain't built to be a quarterback of the Packers. I don't know if I'm built to be Tiger or Steve Stricker.
Well, and there's that like embarrassing shot that someone would hit where you send it 20 feet past the hole and there's the murmur of the crowd like like that would be the worst one where they're sort of like judging you like this guy's on the course right now. So the crowd reaction would be the ultimate one where you're kind of shaking over the ball a little bit, just waiting for that reaction.
Who am I kidding? I'm average at putt-putt. I couldn't do this. I couldn't beat these guys. I'm right there with Strophy. I suck too, Strophy.
Yeah, well, look, the moral of the story is I ain't getting close. Like, I don't even know if I'm making money.
Yeah, I think you're getting cut.
Oh, wow. You're missing the cut?
I don't think they have.
I don't think there's a cut here, but
you would be the first to be cut from the season. Withdraw.
So, for the record,
a healthy scratch, a withdrawal.
You did reference me missing 8 times in a row when I had I believe it was my 7-iron out.
That's pretty
last year. Are you aware which golf course this occurred at?
University Ridge Golf Course, if I'm correct in my visualization of the course, hole 2.
I don't know. No, it was further than that.
Wait, so
wow,
it was like hole 9.
Rip it here?
That's a lot of hacking on this beautiful golf course.
No, he didn't hack. He didn't even hit the ground.
I just whiffed.
He whiffed multiple times.
Have you never swung a golf club, or do you not have any? So you can hit a half-court buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. I'm sorry, a 3/4 court, but you can't have the hand-eye coordination to hit a ball out of H5s. Make contact.
Next subject.
My goodness.
Right now on Twitter at KBN ESPN, the results are 57% said that they would win. 43% say they would lose.
We need to have a KBN mini golf outing.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
That's what we should do and figure out who can win that one. That would be fun.
KBN mini golf outing. Oh, man. If I lose that, I'm never going to hear
You're going to probably lose. That's the thing. I want to see how good your game is because I'm telling you.
Let's go actual golf then.
Come on now. If we go actual, it's not as fun. Like, you guys be. You want
to level playing
scramble.
So that's some real Gen Z energy. We can do a participation trophy.
We'll go to Noyes Golf Park out in Milwaukee County Golf Course, 3 par, 9 holes. We can do something like that. Make it quick and easy.
I would do that. Yeah.
JB in the V thinks Kyle would definitely end up over par. I love that he singled you out.
Well, I thought about it, and I feel like if there wasn't anybody watching, I'd be fine. But once you add in the crowd, I'm gonna tell you, pressure. I feel pressure. I absolutely feel pressure. I would definitely feel it at a golf course.
800-990-3776. Let's welcome in somebody who thinks he's better than he is at golf. My brother, Jonathan Bruss. Welcome in to Kyle Bruss and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
Really? I was calling to be nice and wish Kyle a happy birthday, and you got to attack me?
Thank you,
Of course, this is what I do best. We're brothers.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
I appreciate that. How's the soccer thing going?
No, they lost in Super Sectionals. Thank you, though.
Oh, okay. I'm sure she did well. I'm sure it wasn't her fault.
No, they lost like 6-0. The defense didn't help, but she let up.
Hey, you ain't got to put your niece on blast.
I didn't put my niece on blast.
You ain't got to do that.
I mean, offense didn't do anything either, though.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. The top defender got hurt the game before and tore ACL.
Oh, no.
But anyway, Ben, since you're going to come at me, how about you tell me, Ben, have you ever beat me in golf? That's what I thought. You guys have a great day.
I'm pretty sure last time we played Member Guest before I got hurt, I was sniffing Jonathan Brust, and he was doing the thing where, like, if he was on the green in my score, hang on, stay with me real quick. He was doing the thing where if I was on the green and my score counted, and he was like 20 feet away for par, he'd write par on his score because his score didn't matter because only one ball counted between our two. So that was his way of justifying that his score was close to mine.
Sounds like you still lost.
Yeah.
No, sounds like there was no way to actually count it up because he was taking everything.
It seems to me that you're looking for a way to say that you.
He played college golf. I'm not a collegiate golfer.
So
he
wait
should
a minute.
beat
So you
me.
think you can beat these guys, but you can't
If
beat your
I'm
brother?
putting on the green, absolutely.
I think you got a little bit too much confidence in yourself.
Actually, I would love to get somebody who got done playing. I know they're getting refreshments and eating. There are some golfers that are coming around. I will, in the break, go through the area and ask, could an average golfer win this tournament if they started with the ball on the green? So
you think you're an average
So
golfer.
hold on. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. Your plan in the commercial break is to walk up to golfers on the senior tour and insult them to their face. That's your plan.
800-990-3776. That's my plan. That is my plan.
God, you're an idiot.
Indeed. I don't know. I think they'll either be like, you're an a-hole, or they'll be like, yeah, I think there's a chance. But what I want to do right now is have Chris Larson give somebody a Palermo's Pizza prize pack. Pizza bowls. You have the OG Screamins, Urban Pie, Neighborhood Pizza, Breakfast Pizza. You name it, they have it at Palermo's Pizza. My favorites on the weekend, it's Frozen Pizza Friday, so you know what we're going to do. We're going to get the OG Screamins out because you have the Boss Hog sausage, my favorite right now, the Bester's Revenge, the Holy Pepperoni, Supremus Maximus, Ultimate Deluxe, and the second favorite right now, the Mambo Italiano. Mambo! Find your screaming pleasure and taste what all that screaming's about with Palermo's Frozen Pizza. 800-990-3776. Let's go with caller 6 to win a Palermo's Screamin' Sicilian Pizza prize pack. 800-990-ESPN. Mambo! I see a senior PGA Tour golfer. He does not know what's coming next. We'll be back. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
Oh my God. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
He was the lead in the girls softball movie, the Bernstein Bears. What's it called?
800
Tom Hanks, that movie. There's no crime in baseball. What was it?
That was A League of Their Own.
Not Bad News Bears.
The Bernstein Bears, like the book.
Bernstein Bears. Bro, you're done.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Delays on 43 northbound are now starting to creep up. It's now up to Burleigh that you'll see brake lights. 43 southbound, it's still from Silver Spring to a little bit past Capitol Drive that you'll be delayed a couple of minutes. 94 westbound continues to be solid from the Menominee Valley through the stadium, but once you get out headed towards the Zoo interchange, it should be good. 4145 southbound's got a blip of brake lights around Mill Road. And 894 westbound, steady and slow out of the hail. Traffic is brought to you by Saz's Baseball Grilling Festivals and Saz's. Summer in Wisconsin is the finest, and Saz's Statehouse is the place to be. Located at 55th and State, Saz's.com. Take a look at your forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy, a low of 57. On Saturday, mostly cloudy with some showers. They'll end by mid-afternoon, a high of 70. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley on 94.5 ESPN.
What are we doing today?
One of the employee owners has an idea.
Who is it?
Casey Goodson.
Well, hi, you must be Casey Goodson.
That's me.
Casey has been with Kessler's for 22 years and became an owner 12 years ago.
We're excited to hear your idea, Casey.
I call it the One Collection.
But we've had special collections in the past.
What are you saying?
Casey, I think Rick is saying that this can't be the one collection because we've offered special collections in the past.
I'm not saying it's the first collection. It's a special collection of engagement rings for the woman that you know is the one. The one for you. The one forever.
What's in it?
Incredibly special rings for incredibly special women.
How much?
Most of them are between $725 and $2,800.
I like it.
I like it.
Me too.
When you have found the one, you'll find her ring waiting patiently for you to come and pick it up at Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, graduating high school seniors, you already know IKEA is your home for everything you need to make your upcoming college living experience great. Now, IKEA wants to help you celebrate your graduation with the 2024 IKEA Grad Bash. Join IKEA on June 22nd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for fun activities, contests, giveaways, gifts, and more. Search the store with the Grad Bash scavenger hunt, grab a free hot dog, and uncover fun around every corner. Stop by IKEA Oak Creek on June 22nd for IKEA's Grad Bash.
This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. You hear me talk all the time about Bank 5-9 and their mission to make lives better. That mission extends beyond their customers and communities to their employees. Bank 5-9 was just honored again by Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel as a top workplace. That makes 15 years in a row. They were named the #1 mid-sized employer in the region and earned special recognition for the company's overall direction. Want to learn more about working with my friends at Bank 5-9? Visit bank59.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust for Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Make the most out of your summer at Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Madison in Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course, camp on site all weekend, and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Make sure you get tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series race at Road America June 6th through the 9th. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Discover the difference at findhigherlove.com/CBD. Higher Love Cannabis Company is the only cultivator in the UP offering organic, clean green certified products. That means quality you can trust every time. With 7 locations across the UP, including Menominee, Norway, and Ironwood, finding your higher love is easier than ever before. And for our friends in Green Bay, Higher Love is less than an hour away. Kindness starts with you. Experience Higher Love today. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD and follow them on social media at Find Higher Love.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Live from the American Family Insurance Championship, it's Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name's Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace, our Packer backer. Super Bowl 50 runner-up. I love saying it, but every time I say it, it reminds me and you that you lost.
Yeah, but I own it.
Okay.
Still did it.
All right. Alex Strope hanging out with us as well.
How about Super Bowl 50 participant?
Sounds worse.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Runner-up, I don't know.
That's facts, man. That's fact. Don't run away from the truth. That's what it is. That's the reality. He didn't win. He was a runner-up.
Yeah. Very good, Kyle.
But he punted 7-8 times.
8 times.
You got on TV 8 times in the Super Bowl.
held the football too.
Yeah, like everybody. Look,
you holding it.
Not often.
You got on TV 8 times.
He did. He got on TV where he ran on the field and everybody saw number 8 Brad Nortman.
That's really cool and all, but I got on TV twice after the NBA Finals last night.
Yeah,
so.
but he was in the Super Bowl. Just imagine you got to touch the football in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776 and on Twitter at KBNESPN. We are at the American Family Championship and we have the poll. If we placed a golf ball at the farthest part of every green at University Ridge, could you win the American Family Insurance Championship? 56% of people are voting on Twitter saying that they would win the American Family Insurance Championship. 44% say no. Had a very fun and brief discussion with a caddy over there named TJ. He caddies for Doug Barron, who was 2 under, tied for 9th. Pretty solid score in contention as he heads to Saturday, a mini moving day in the Senior PGA Tour. Chris, do we have the audio from the conversation that I briefly had?
Furthest
furthest spot. You can place it anywhere on the green. How about that? But I was thinking furthest spot away from the hole on the green.
No chance.
No chance. He says no chance I would be wiped out by the entire field.
Mm-hmm. He said that with conviction,
did.
too.
He's still smirking at me right now.
And I believe him.
Because put me in the same group as Doug Barron. I would have been below 2 under with starting on the green. No doubt.
Oh, wow.
No doubt.
Oh, wow.
You know what this reminds me
TJ's
of?
going to come over here and smack you upside the head is what's going to happen.
I'm trying to get a rise out of him.
This reminds me of when, we would be at practice, and in Carolina, we were, in the city, so people would be walking by sometimes, and they'd be like, oh, I used to punt in high school. And I was like, oh, yeah? Throw them a ball, and they would shank it every time. That's what the kind of energy I feel like. I felt trapped to that. I thought I could beat them, too. I might rescind my thought now.
I was going to ask if it was similar to, there's always in the NFL, right? Kicking can't be that hard, right?
Yep.
Everyone thinks I can make a kick, and then they go kick a field goal and they look like a clown. Were there ever teammates when you were in the NFL who were let me take a place kick. Let's see how hard this actually is.
Oh yeah, and it stunk every time. There were guys.
Was there anyone who was okay?
I can't think of one kick where I was like, that was actually pretty good.
That's how you earn your respect. It's like, oh, you think you can do it here? Go ahead. Go ahead.
And
respect me.
The guys that make it to the NFL are the best athletes on their team, and generally speaking, you just put whoever is the best athlete in at punter, kicker. You do everything in high school. So inevitably, all the teammates would say, I punted in high school. Same thing. We'd be like, hey, okay, let's see a punt. And it was an absolutely horrendous punt. And they're like, yep, okay, back to my position.
So in this, we heard from an actual professional golfer or caddy of a golfer who let you know no chance. After hearing that, have you come to your senses and realized?
No,
okay,
absolutely not.
So you can't beat your brother.
I played the Pro-Am yesterday. The putter was hot. I know where you put me anywhere on the golf course.
How many birdies did you get yesterday?
Again, it's a scramble, so it's not applicable for
how many? What was the average putts when you got on the green? How many putts did it take you to get in?
Again, this is going to sound douchey, but you can ask Paul Broadhurst, who played with us. He was uber impressed with how our group was putting. We were dropping bombs from 20 feet.
Did you answer the question? How many putts did it take? When you got to the green, how many putts did it take?
We were 14 under in the scramble.
How many putts did it take you on the green?
2 minimum every single time. We never went past 2.
2 minimum.
Two maximum, rather. Two maximum every single time.
So when you got on green, every single time, it only took you 2 putts. Every
single time. You can ask Aaron Perkins of Zimbrick European, who's providing the courtesy cars here to all of the pros. He played with me. He was hot with putter. I was hot with the putter. Andy Haugen from the Prince Club, another partner.
18 holes.
And the maximum was 2. And it was not just because the max was 2 and you get par as your friend. We were in with 2 putts every single time.
But it's different when it's just you standing here on U Ridge and you blow the putt right by the hole and you hear what TJ says and they have no chance.
No chance.
That didn't shake your confidence at all?
0.
Oh,
that's why I'm an irrational person and I think I can do just about everything.
Man, you better wipe the floor with us when we have our KB and mini golf.
Yeah,
I will.
You should be getting half the hole should be hole-in-ones.
I cannot wait for this. Whether it's on the golf course or at a mini golf course, it's going to be amazing to see the decimation that I will give you.
You have to win. If you don't win, I'm never.
I know. The odds for the mini golf challenge of KBN Nation has been minus probably 500.
Oh my God! Mini golf.
Kyle plus 300.
No, the mini golf field
Vlad
is
plus 200.
It's mini golf.
Alex Strove plus 10,000.
Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's put down odds.
I just put down the odds.
No, the mini golf field is pretty even.
You the house.
I'll put $40 on me.
For the plus 10,000, of course.
And you're the house, right?
I'm the house.
I'll drain that bank account. Say goodbye to your baby's college fund.
$529. I'm gonna take money out of the $529 to pay you guys for the mini golf challenge.
Yeah, you might as well say that $529 for his baby that come in the future. That's his.
Yeah, that's my $529.
Baby's trophies.
Well, let's not put that into the air.
That's a scary thought.
I don't want to speak for you, Strofe, but I don't know if you're ready for a child right now.
Are you ever truly ready for a child?
No, but
you're ready?
You're further than truly ready.
Damn. Well, that I fully agree with. What do you mean?
You're the furthest from.
You think that's wrong? You think that's insulting?
I mean, I would say if I
he just got a $125 parking ticket.
If I slipped up at 25, I would hate for somebody to say, "Oh, you're the furthest away." I'm like, wait a minute, I can step up and take care of my responsibilities.
I have a full-time job.
Yeah,
I get paid well.
Yeah,
I got a car. I got. No house.
You have a house. You have a house.
You got an extra room for a crib?
Roof.
I don't have room for myself.
Exactly. You are the furthest thing ready for a child.
All right, give me a month.
You will still be.
What would you do? What would you do to change your life to make yourself ready for a child in 1 month's time?
Well, I get, luckily, 9 months.
So unless you're late on something.
Late on what?
Well, I mean, it's just saying you're late in finding out something. All of a sudden, if you know something.
All of a sudden, I'm down to like
just
8
knock
months.
on your door.
Yeah, 7 months.
Yeah, somebody knocks on your door and says, "Yeah, here you go."
Well, the good news is I know for a fact that's not happening.
Do you?
Oh, wow. That was way too long.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, don't that one.
I was hit the dump button right now. Hit the dump button. That was a long pause.
I was running through the Rolodex. I think we're in the clear.
Oh, man. Strofe got game.
Rolodex. My gosh.
Strofe got game.
Wow. Rolodex.
Well, I would take this bet any day of the week, and if you like a bet, you can go to Potawatomi Casino Hotel to place it. A brand new sports book, 2,000 square foot video wall. I'll work with Pato to get the KBN Nation mini golf odds up on the board. I don't know if they can put it in the system. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh! This is a dream now. No, because then they would actually have to be the house for this. So what would happen is they would probably have to send somebody out with us for practice rounds to watch us to then set appropriate lines so they could put it in the betting machine so people could come bet on the KBN Nation Mini Golf Challenge.
That would be unbelievable.
I'd throw my practice round.
It wouldn't be that far away. It wouldn't be that far from what your odds are going to be, Strophy. 2,000 square foot video wall. That is great food too. A wonderful bar. 20-minute reserve parking if you're in a rush to go play some bets, get back in the car, and get on with your life. Again, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. A new era of sports betting is here. Kyle Brust-Nortman live from the American Family Insurance Championship. We'll be back with more and hear from you, KBN Nation. I see the text, I see the calls, 800-990-3776.
You're listening to Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
Oh, no, not Coach Booty. People said yes, good riddance. He didn't do enough.
Not Coach Bud, but Coach Booty.
They call him Booty, Bud? Did
they call him
Coach
Booty?
Bud. You know when I said Booty.
Only his friends call him Booty.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
My Aunt Bella was telling a story, and her speech was a bit slurred. Her smile was drooping. Was she having a stroke? I knew it was time to run through the B Fast checklist. B, balance. Bella was fine. E, eyes. Her vision was fine. F, face. Oh, the drooping. A, arms. She could lift both arms. S, speech. Oh, definitely slurred. T, terrible headache. She had one. Signs of a stroke. I called 911 and saved Aunt Bella's life.
Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services Coverdell Stroke Program.
For your next night out, make Aria, the acclaimed restaurant inside St. Kate the Arts Hotel, your dinner destination. Aria, nestled on the second floor of St. Kate, is an artful dining experience that captivates with its culinary creativity. Delighting in its offering of artisanal American cuisine, the restaurant transcends tradition and leans into the realm of playful and inventive flavors. Come and experience the magic of Aria, where every bite is a work of culinary artistry. Learn more and make reservations at aria@stkate.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at AmFam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Finally, warmer weather, green grass, birds chirping. Don't spend your weekend surrounded by all that junk. Get your free, no obligation, same-day estimate from Two Men and a Junk Truck. You'll restore your sanity and reclaim your space when Two Men and a Junk Truck pulls in your driveway. Visit twomenandajuncktruck.com for your free, no obligation estimate today.
Keep what you love, ditch what you don't.
Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Do you know or work with kids who have special healthcare needs? Help them live their best lives. Contact Wisconsin Wayfinder Children's Resource Network. Our specialists will connect you with services in your area. Wisconsin Wayfinder is free and confidential. Call 877-947-2929 or visit dhs.wi.gov/WISCWAY. Connect today. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman here to tell you about the grand opening of the newest Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Oak Creek. Catch 94.5 ESPN on site at Lady Jane's for Kyle Bruston Nortman, broadcasting live Tuesday, June 11th. Stop by for a free haircut all day and register to win VIP baseball tickets and $500. That's right, free haircuts all day and a chance at VIP baseball tickets. Lady Jane's in Oak Creek on Howell Avenue. Walk in anytime. Open 7 days a week. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. For every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Buy 2, get 2. Buy 4, get 4. So call 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Plus 0% financing for 36 months. That is 3 years. Restrictions apply. Tell them I told you to call and get an additional $250 off your next project. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Spending more time at home? Don't forget that 94.5 ESPN's on your smart speaker. Just ask Alexa to open 94.5 ESPN. 94.5 ESPN on Alexa is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Live from the American Family Insurance Championship, it's Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, hanging out with you, KBN Nation. 800-990-3776. The Uncrustable counter is alive and well. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Uncrustables for producer Alex Strofe on site with us. Over under 4.5 for the remainder of the show.
4.5
total.
Total? Oh, it's the over. I'm hitting at least 2 more.
Okay, well, new challenge for you is 1 Uncrustable every segment until the show's over.
Well, I've been doing it for the last 3. Thanks for catching on. That's 3 commercial breaks.
All right, then if you get to 10 Uncrustables.
Oh, I can't get to 10.
I'll pay you $20 if you get to 10 Uncrustables.
It's going to need to be higher than 20.
Smart man.
Final offer.
You know your worth.
Nah, I think I'm going to get to 7.
That's a lot. You might as well do 3 more for $20.
Yeah, at that point. What's 3 more?
No, it's not worth it.
I don't want to ruin my night. It's his birthday. Don't hit
content,
him.
man.
I understand content, but the boy gonna be sitting here walking around with a tummy ache.
I'm already getting a little.
You guys
full.
are so soft. Like I hate when like.
Okay, go do it. 10.
I'm gonna be honest. 10. So I went in there to grab. So there's a media center behind us here at University Ridge, where people are dining and getting done with the rounds. That's where Ben just harassed a caddy about 20 minutes ago. And there's a fridge right next to tables where people eat, where the Uncrustables are kept.
Have you seen the same person every time you've gone in there?
Well, I heard whispers as soon as I grabbed my third one. Like, that boy keeps going back for the Uncrustables. He's been in here 3 times the last half an hour.
There's another bowl of Uncrustables
Where?
on the far end. You see over there by the chips and everything?
Hot
but they're warm.
Yeah, but they'll be easier to eat. I feel like
but is there a
cold.
variety of flavors? There's only the red ones in the.
You might need to mix it up if you're going to
get
get
there's a purple one.
There's purple?
There is purple.
No, not here. In general, there's a purple.
Oh, I love
they're all
the
red.
excitement that Alex Strofe got over the Uncrustables. There's a purple?
Grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
I love me some strawberry.
I've had 3 strawberries already, so I was hoping I could mix it up to grape.
I like them both, but if I had to just go with one, I would go with strawberry probably.
I think I agree.
Strawberry. Raspberry's better than all of them, though.
I agree with that.
Black raspberry is a very good jelly.
Is there any shame you have with the fact that, yes. Obviously, okay, so if you keep
Great
going
answer.
back over like the food, yes, they offer
I'm going to start
food.
sending you guys.
You got to grab a...
I can't have the golfers in there whispering when I'm back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. to host on the
There's the Uncrustable guy.
Yeah,
Watch
and all
it,
the caddies are warming up on the driving range. They go, Oh, shoot. There's the Uncrustable kid. He had like 8 of those things yesterday.
You are channeling some 16-year-old energy right now. I'll tell you that much.
Now?
Somebody's going to request one. A golfer or a caddy who really need it. They're like, hey, we're out. We're out of Uncrustables because some guy kept eating them.
Yeah, that's like a perfect encore snack for these guys, and you're sucking them dry.
Well, they got steak and potatoes. That's a better.
I'm talking about when they're on the course, they need there's people who do like bars, Uncrustables.
Man, I assume they didn't only buy 10 Uncrustables.
You never know. I wouldn't be the person that ran the AmFam Championship dry.
Well,
what if Steve Stricker's favorite snack is an Uncrustable, and at his home course, he's on the back 9 on Sunday in contention, and he needs an Uncrustable, and they're all gone because of you?
Well, I know I'm not the only media member who looks forward to the Uncrustables every year at the AmFam Championship.
Whoa, shots at the media.
Well, there are multiple media members that I know, one of which you'll hear on Sunday Karma this upcoming Sunday from 10 to noon, who keeps track of the amount of Uncrustables he eats every year at the AmFam Championship. So I figured it'd be a great day, great time to go ahead and see how many I can eat.
So are you taking my 10 Uncrustables for $20?
How many have I had?
You've had 3. You have an hour and 8 minutes.
You can eat 7 more. You just stuff them down.
That's one every 10 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. Just do it.
I don't think I can.
How about $40?
Now you have my attention.
Yeah, I mean,
$40. 10 Uncrustables, $40.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
It's shook. It's in
all right,
motion.
But hold on. We need to game plan this then, fellas, because I can't go in there and grab 7 of them.
No. You got to grab them all.
You get the ones in that bowl.
Kyle, you're the one who bullied me into this.
Well, wait a minute. I didn't bully you.
Can you give me 2?
I can
Brad, you get me 2. I'll grab 3.
I'll grab 2 for content.
All right.
So, Benny, you'll grab 2 as well?
I ain't grabbing anything, no.
Okay, so Kyle 2, Brad 2, me 3.
No, the max they can do is 1 each.
And then you can just grab.
You don't get to set the rules.
Yes, I do. I'm literally a part of this bet.
His wallet.
I mean, you have a whole bowl right
We shook.
Just grab a bunch at
7
one time.
Uncrustables, 68 minutes, I can do it.
67 minutes. 800-990-3776. It's on the Uncrustable Challenge live from the American Family Insurance Championship.
Go get the eating. Go
No.
grab
No.
I can't
Wait. The break, brother. In the break. You are working.
Can you each grab me one in the break so I can go to the restroom?
I will grab
we only have a
you
2-minute break.
He's got to clear some space for the Uncrustable.
Yeah, right.
You can only eat during the breaks, right? You can't be eating during the show.
you can't be eating on the show. It's got to be during the breaks.
Well, this is impossible. You're setting me up for failure.
There's water. Joey Chestnut's able to
There's
pound
only
stuff
4
down.
commercials breaks left, and I have 7 eat. That's 2 a break.
That's 1.5 a break.
It's only 4 bites.
Yeah, those we saw
that's
you.
more than 1.5 a break.
Regardless, we saw you. I'm not nervous for your ability to stuff these down. On Twitter at KBN ESPN, if we placed a golf ball at the furthest part of every green at University Ridge, could you win the American Family Insurance Championship? 50-50 right now is the vote on if you could win putting at the American Family Championship. But I think what is lacking context of the conversation that we had is if there was a gallery, right? That adds the element of like pressure and if you could do it.
And listen, guys, I have shanked a punt in a game, and I've heard the oohs from like crowds. It shakes you a little bit. All you got to do is have one of those for the rest of the 18 holes you're thinking about it. You're quivering a little bit. You got to settle your nerves a little bit. It's a game changer. I'm going to rescind my. I do not think I'll be able to.
Welcome to the realization of realizing that we aren't that good.
Especially when Ben Brust asked the caddy of one of the golfers here today, and it was a quick, conviction-laden no shot. That's all I needed to know.
Also on Twitter at KBN ESPN, did Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre set an unfair precedent for Jordan Love as the Packers quarterback? Yes, the bar is so high, 33%. No, it does not matter, 67%. Brad and I are in the camp of it is an unfair scenario.
No,
and Kyle is in the I'm a snobby rich kid and all I've known is this and you need to do what I want.
I think I'm in good company. You said what percent said no?
Again, Brad characterized Packer fans who are voting on our poll as what? Brad, how did you characterize Packer fans?
How we interpret this?
I said they're like rich kids that only know a certain lifestyle, and that's all their expectation is now.
Jealous, Mr. Jaguars?
I'm just saying.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Jealous?
The Packer fans don't know how the other half lives.
Sure
and
don't.
That fortune doesn't last forever, Kyle.
Blake who?
The fortune doesn't last forever.
Was that your quarterback, Blake Bortles?
Hey, don't you put Blake Bortles
back up,
back
up.
Packers legend. Watch
he was a backup.
Yeah,
he was really no greatness.
Packers legend.
800-990-3776. Protein and hydration. Black raspberry. No, when we're talking about jams and jelly, I think maybe I got it wrong. Blackberry. I said black raspberry. I meant blackberry jelly.
Oh, okay. I've never had that. I really don't eat too much jelly.
A lot of Uncrustables fans on the ESPN Wisconsin talk.
They're delicious. Yeah. They came out when we were kids.
So good. They're so
delicious.
Good. I don't know if I got 7 more in me, but for $40, baby, here I come.
A little bit on the high side for expense.
I think I saw in the nutrition facts it's 300 calories per one.
So I'm at 900 calories.
3,000 calories.
Hey, we've talked about the stature of Alex Stroh.
I might be up to 185 by the end of this.
He claims to weigh 170, 175. We have an over-under set to weigh himself at a 174. So we'll do that on Monday. We'll find a scale. This is going to help.
I might not eat for 2 days if I eat 10 Uncrustables today.
Well, it's for $40. Coming up on Kyle Brust-Nortman in the last hour of the show across ESPN Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So we're here with Madison and Milwaukee to follow the journey. The Uncrustable counter is at 3. He needs to eat 7. Alex Stroh needs to have 7 more Uncrustables, and I will pay him $40. I cannot wait to see this happen. Go do your bathroom break. You guys go get the Uncrustables.
Maybe a water, too, if you're feeling generous.
Yeah. Joey Chestnut style these, all right?
Yes, sir.
Channel your best Joey Chestnut.
Yep.
I don't have to say Rutledge and Hamilton next because Kyle Brust-Nortman are here with you until 5 o'clock.
All right.
Live from the American Family Insurance Championship. More next. Do not go anywhere.
You're gonna give them all your money. Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool. I just don't.
From Hampton Avenue on to 4145 southbound. Looks like a couple minutes of delays there as people look at it all the way back to Silver Spring. 94 westbound still slow from the Menominee Valley through the Stadium Interchange. A 94 westbound remains heavy coming out of the Hale, but it does lighten up now before 60th. And 43 slow both ways. 43 northbound slow up past Locust Street headed towards Capitol. And 43 southbound is slow between Silver Spring and Capitol. Traffic is brought to you by the Club at Lac La Belle. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time today at club@laclabelle.com. Taking a look at your forecast tonight. Partly cloudy skies, a low of 57. Mostly cloudy on Saturday with some showers ending by mid-afternoon, a high of 70. Weather is brought to you by Showtime Floors, installing beautiful floor shield. Transform your garage or basement floors into a showpiece. Mention ESPN for 10% off. ShowtimeFloors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Wyatt Farmore-Pooley on 94.5 ESPN.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
Discover the difference at findhigherlove.com/CBD. Higher Love Cannabis Company is the only cultivator in the UP offering organic, clean green certified products. That means quality you can trust every time. With 7 locations across the UP, including Menominee, Norway, and Ironwood, finding your Higher Love is easier than ever before. And for our friends in Green Bay, Higher Love is less than an hour away. Kindness starts with you. Experience Higher Love today. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD and follow them on social media at Find Higher Love.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys. We making noise.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
And we're happy to have ESPN Madison with us till 5 o'clock. Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Alex Stroh eating all the Uncrustables, stealing them from golfers that just put in some hard work on the course.
I stole none of the 3 in front of me. One's already down. The counter's up to 4. And my mouth is really dry right now.
This is like the saltine challenge.
You ain't going to make it. I can tell you ain't going to make it.
It's a lot of peanut butter.
I have offered $40 to Alex Strofe if he can get to 10 Uncrustables eaten by 5 o'clock.
He inhaled
that. The counter is at 4 out of 10.
Go ahead. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't even think about it. Just keep going.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
I am not liable for anything that happens moving forward. Can you confirm that with your microphone, even if you're chewing? There it is. That's a That is consent. That is consent.
It's just so much peanut butter.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's slowing down.
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, you can see Alex Strofe
you ain't
for
gonna
your
make
entertainment. I do want to get back to an earlier conversation we were having around the Green Bay Packers. Wilde and Tausch on 9 to noon across these very stations. We're having a conversation about Jordan Love and the expectations that have been put on him as he is the Green Bay Packers quarterback. There's an inherent uptick in expectation when you are the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. And they said, well, what if he had a Matt Ryan-like career, right? MVP, no Super Bowl, got to one, probably a Hall of Famer, Matt Ryan-ish, borderline. I mean, just about everyone can get in at this point if you have a decent career as a quarterback.
Oh, wow.
That was a shot at Eli Manning just for having 2 Super Bowls. So
that's pretty impressive, though.
It is. He beat Tom Brady. I'm not going to discredit that. Twice. I think I said that, but you focus on eating your Uncrustables over there. 5 Uncrustables.
That was a big bite, too.
I'm very concerned about
5 out of 10 done for $40 for Alex Strofe.
I should probably go. I should have looked up what are some of the side effects of eating 10 Uncrustables in 30 minutes.
I think he.
Look at him.
Okay.
Look, I don't know if he got to drive all the way back to Milwaukee.
Only halfway there, and there's already anguish.
As someone who has tummy issues, I'm telling you, this does not seem very good.
You're
for
staying in Madison tonight, right?
Oh, okay.
He's got a water bottle on his head like it's
hot wing channel. Well, hot wing channel. This ain't hot wings now. What you putting the water bottle on for you?
So we put the poll up on Twitter after Wilde and Tausch had the Matt Ryan, Jordan Love, what are the expectations conversation. Is it unfair that Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers came before him? Was it too unfair of a precedent set for Green Bay Packers Jordan Love? I say yes. I think it is way too high of a bar that has been set because of the 2 before him. It is a land in which Packer fans only know something so great, and it's so hard to repeat that history over 45 years that is unfair as Alex Strofe looks at me, and I'm worried about finding an ambulance nearby. Brad, what say you?
Listen, I mean, when it comes to the Green Bay Packers' expectations for Jordan Love, of course Rodgers and Favre set an unrealistic precedent for Jordan Love and any subsequent Green Bay Packer quarterback. You're saying that they got to be a multiple-time MVP and at least one Super Bowl winner on your way to a Hall of Fame career. There's a reason why it is such an esteemed company that those are the guys that have that, right? I mean, there was a reason why MVP and Super Bowl winner gets you into the Hall of Fame. There's not many of them. Favre and Rodgers are probably top 10 quarterbacks of all time. The fact that Jordan Love would be able to saunter his way in there to be as well a top 10 quarterback of all time and expect any Green Bay Packer quarterback to do that is just an unrealistic expectation. It's not fair to put on Jordan Love. The Packer fans should appreciate guys like this, like Jim Kelly, my guy Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, Dan Marino, Steve McNair, Randall Cunningham, Boomer Esiason, guys that I would consider, some of those guys are in the Hall of Fame, and if they're not, they're certainly in the Hall of Great. They were close to a Super Bowl. Some of them won MVPs. Those are guys that had excellent careers that are revered by their fan bases.
What are you looking up on your computer?
Well, because he said, we shouldn't expect for Jordan Love to be able to saunter his way in there. And I'm going to say, I didn't know what saunter means, but my boy can saunter his way in anything. When I looked it up, walk in slow, relaxed manner without a hurry or effort. That is the epitome of what Jordan Love was last year and what we should continue to expect from Jordan Love. While we were all panicked with the 2-5 start, when we were all panicked with the interceptions that he had at end of games, and let me tell you, I was panicked every time I saw him throw an interception at the end of football games because what I saw Aaron Rodgers do when he had the ball in his hand with less than 2.5 minutes left in the game, I was in awe, and that became what I expected. Jordan Love showed us last year he can overcome adversity and have a great season. Jordan Love threw for 4,000 yards, 30-plus touchdowns, had 11 interceptions. He'll be better on that, but he had a great year in year one. based off his statistics, Jordan Love's last season as a first-year starter is in the same conversation of how well Patrick Mahomes played in his first season, how well Kurt Warner played in his first season as well. Both those guys are what? Super Bowl champions, and one is in the Hall of Fame.
So give him $60 million then.
Listen, I'm telling y'all this right now. Lock him up because $55 million is going to look good 2 or 3 years from now with Jordan Love. And I'm not just saying Jordan Love should follow in the footsteps of Aaron Rodgers, the standard is set. I'm saying that because Jordan Love's performance has allowed for me to have confidence to say he can follow in the footsteps of a Brett Favre. He can follow in the footsteps of an Aaron Rodgers. So, yes, I expect for the Green Bay Packers and for Jordan Love to be in the conversations about Super Bowls for the next 12 years, but then also Jordan Love to be in the conversation for MVP. What is he? When you look at the top 10 MVP in betting odds, is he in the top 10 for betting odds for MVP?
He is, but Mitch Trubisky was at one time.
Oh, he ain't. Mitch Trubisky wish he had a season like Jordan Love ever had.
I'm just saying it was something that I thought of.
But his performance was fantastic. So, yes.
For all 17 games?
I mean, it was half.
So there's no regression that can happen from the 8 games that we saw?
Based off what we saw, what makes you think he's going to regress? He got better.
Kyle, what we're saying is not even that we think he's going to ball out and do well, but all the guys I named and the guys that had started this conversation, Matt Ryan, dude balled out. He was a great quarterback.
He didn't win a lot of games.
To Kyle's standard,
he won a lot of games.
He thinks Dan Marino stinks.
Yeah.
Dan Marino is great. He's fantastic. But
Steve McNair, MVP.
Listen, I love Aaron McNair, but again, all those guys have a blemish on the record because what, Brad? You listed them all because they're Super Bowl losers. Who wants to be in a conversation of Super Bowl losers?
Hey, I'm in that conversation.
Exactly. Are you proud to be in that conversation? Would you?
Kind of.
A little bit. Yeah, I'd be proud of it too, Brad. You would prefer to be a winner. So
I'm second place Brad, though. So
exactly. So that's the whole thing is that if Jordan Love just never wins the Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers and he continues to put up 4,000 yards, 30-plus touchdowns every single season, the Packers are making runs in the playoffs, but he doesn't have a ring on his finger, we will be disappointed at the end of the day because he did not maximize his playing career. He never won that big game. So I expect as a Packers fan that the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love are going to win a Super Bowl because that should be the standard, and that's the standard that has been set for multiple quarterbacks that have played for the Packers.
But to literally say there's a level of disappointment if he doesn't do it, you can appreciate the going along the way, and you can appreciate the run that they might go on, but to say, look back and say, you know what, if he has a career like any one of those guys, or every season to do what you just said, over 4,000 yards, over 30 touchdowns, and somewhere in the 8 to 12 interceptions, if he does that every year, never wins a Super Bowl, he would be in the Hall of Great, borderline Hall of Fame. You'd say, disappointment.
Do you think Matt Ryan looks at his career and says, man, I had a great career, and I'm okay with never winning a Super Bowl?
I mean, no competitor is truly okay with it. But,
but I think he's going to find peace in what he did in his career.
And there's just a realistic expectation. I mean, I'm telling you, this is like the person that only expects 5-star private flights, Wagyu steak, and only the best. Anything less than that is rubbish to them.
You ever have a Wagyu steak?
Once. It was delicious. It was worth it was the most expensive steak I ever bought. It was $140.
Holy! Whoa!
It was on mine and Lexi's first year anniversary.
That was your ticket.
What?
You could have had a steak instead of
$125 parking ticket. I could have had a Wagyu.
Yeah, it was really good.
And instead, here I am eating 5 Uncrustables in 30 minutes. about to get to work on number 6.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman live from the American Family Insurance Championship.
It's very strong. A peanut butter sit coming from the line.
Really? Is that strong? You got to get the man some jellies.
Yeah, the jelly's in there. I don't.
That's right.
I'm telling you,
when he took a bite,
dude,
all I saw was a chunk of peanut butter.
The peanut butter to jelly ratio in these specific Uncrustables, it seems
shrinkflation.
It does. It's imbalanced.
I gotta be honest. I just tweeted it out on Twitter at Alex_Strove. I don't think I'm going to make it.
No, I don't think
the bet is I will pay Alex Stroh $40 if he eats 10 Uncrustables by 5 o'clock. He is currently at 5 eaten, and I see a lot of the pros and the caddies are looking for Uncrustables. They can't find them as we are close to the
I only need 4 more, fellas.
No, you have 5, 6 in front of you.
Is there a matter of incentive? I'll throw $10 on it.
Yeah.
Does that help? Or is that...
Yeah, I'll throw 10 in there.
So we're up to $60?
$60.
Oh,
new life for Alex Stroh.
That's half my ticket.
That is half your $125 parking ticket.
You want to throw in an extra $250?
I know.
Make it an even half. $250.
You can make it up in the KBN Nation mini golf tournament when we have odds set for that. And if you win that, then you can have some more money.
All right.
800-990-3776. Don't go anywhere, and make sure you get to YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, because there will be the 6th of 10 Uncrustables eaten by Alex Strofe. Kyle Bruston-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Coming up next, we take a look at the polls all across ESPN Wisconsin. And
you need me to talk next segment?
No, Chris. I think Chris can sub in for you. Chris, you good to run poll position?
You guys send me the polls, I'll do it.
Send him the polls, and he'll do it. There it is. Chris Larson ready to step in to help you, Alex Strofe. But, Brad,
I got it, guys.
You are a smart man. You work with Bank 5-9.
That's right. Bank 5-9, I tell you what other bank do you know of that their philosophy is to make lives better? Make lives better. That is the whole mission statement of Bank 5-9. I know them there personally. When it comes to your money, your finances, Strofe's trying to earn some more money here, eat Uncrustables. He wants to put that in a place that he can trust. He knows them personally. Well, Bank 5-9, they put the community in the fact that they are a local community trusted bank. They got 14 branch locations, and not only that, their employees spend over 9,000 hours each year volunteering to the communities they serve, and they are so charitable with their community, supporting hundreds of nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. Bank 5-9, you know what the 5-9 stands for? 1859. That's when they started. They've been around through it all, and they want to make your life better too as a customer. So if you're looking for a true local community bank, check out Bank 5-9 at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
800-990-ESPN. Shout out to KBN Nation. A lot of people are tossing out money that they would like to add to the Alex Strofe Fund, but legally and as the host of the show, we cannot accept your monies, but we can accept your enjoyment of watching him struggle through these Uncrustables.
Just out of curiosity.
And for those who don't know what an Uncrustable is, please explain to the audience.
Well, I've got one in my mouth right now. Nice job setting me up there.
Well, I mean, one of these two other yahoos can do so.
Oh, an Uncrustable is, as the name sounds, there's no crust on the sandwich, a circular sandwich that's a very soft bread on the outside of it, kind of pinched on the outside to keep the peanut butter and jelly in there. But these specific Uncrustables, it feels like it's 75% peanut butter, 25% jelly.
He's halfway through his 6th Uncrustable. Will he get through 10 Uncrustables by 5 o'clock, plus pole position? Next, live from the American Family Insurance Championship, it's Kyle Bruston-Nortman with...
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow in order to get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
he's high maintenance, for sure.
I think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be piled.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We got a crash on the ramp from Hampton Avenue to 4145 southbound. It is off on the right shoulder. Law enforcement is on scene, and it looks like people are slowing down to get past it, so it'll be a couple minutes of delay there back to Silver Spring. Other than that, it's been the usual suspects we've been tracking all afternoon. 43 northbound, slow up past Locust, southbound between Silver Spring and Capitol, 94 westbound between the Menominee Valley and the stadium, and 894 westbound coming out of the Mitchell, headed towards the Hale and around 60th Street. All of that a couple minutes slow at least. Traffic is sponsored by 2 Men and a Junk Truck. Have unwanted clutter or junk? Go to 2menandajuncktruck.com for a free, no obligation estimate. Keep what you love, ditch what you don't. And take a look at your forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, a low of 57. Saturday, mostly cloudy showers, but they'll end by mid-afternoon, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley on 94.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by American Family Insurance.
And he's got a bunch of little yellow things falling all over his table. He's Mark Tauscher. Tausch, okay over there?
So, typically you see, those helicopters that spin off trees. I thought that's what these were, but these look like if Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was having cornflakes.
Weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sportsbook, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
In Wisconsin, bicycles are legal and intended users of the road. We remind drivers to share the road and make sure to slow down and give at least 3 feet when passing a person biking. Let's make sure everyone, no matter their mode of travel, gets home safely. Learn more at wisconsinbikefed.org.
Want to be a VIP? Well, here's your chance. Enter the Big Gig Giveaway from Cousin Subs and Summerfest. 9 concerts and 9 nights at the American Family Insurance Amphitheater during Summerfest means 9 chances to win. Each VIP concert package includes 2 tickets, a parking pass, gift cards, and more. Enter daily now through June 9th at cousinsubs.com/Big Gig Giveaway to experience your best Summerfest ever. Cousin Subs, we believe in better. For a complete list of rules, visit cousinsubs.com/Big Gig Giveaway.
The Brewers Sunday Fun Day Bundle is your new way to brunch this summer. Get tickets, food, beverages, and parking for up to 15 people, starting at $62. Get yours at brewers.com/funday.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tired of looking at dusty, dirty, and cracked garage floors? Hi, this is ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta, and I'm here to tell you how you can get a fresh new look with Floor Shield by Showtime Floors. Using a state-of-the-art coating 4 times stronger than traditional epoxy, it's tough enough to be used in military bases and airports. Floor Shield is certified as an anti-slip floor. It's also eco-friendly, all while being UV stable, and my favorite part, easy to clean. Contact Showtime Floors today and mention ESPN for 10% off. ShowtimeFloors.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, I'm on the golf course right now looking over the American Family Championship. And you know what? It makes me want to go outside and play some golf. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, actually. I wouldn't be able to do that if I was experiencing joint pain. If I had joint pain in my knees, my hips, my shoulders, or back, I wouldn't be able to play golf. I wouldn't be able to walk, run, do all the things I love doing throughout the summer. Well, QC Kinetics can help you if you are experiencing that. QC Kinetics will keep you from being able to not suffer any longer. QC Kinetics will give you your life back. That's because QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking about lasting joint pain. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. QC Kinetics uses your body's own ability to restore and repair that damaged joint tissue. So you can do what I'm going to do tomorrow. You can play golf, you can run, you can hike, you can enjoy Wisconsin summer as you should be enjoying it. Finally, a real solution to take care of your joint pain. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation at 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
He's Brad Nortman. I'm Ben Bruss alongside Kyle Wallace.
I got bad news.
Our guy Alex Strofe.
They took it away. There's nothing. They took the basket away.
They're gone.
Both in the outside and in the...
I got to go check the inside. Outside gone.
No. The outside was I have some news that I need to break to everybody.
Uh-oh.
Per Brian D. of 94.5
what the
ESPN,
suit say? What the suit say?
There is no eating competitions that we are able to do. So the competition has been scrapped, and you have had 6 Uncrustables.
You're telling me I just ate
for
6 Uncrustables for no reason?
1,800 calories. The competition is scrapped, but let's give Alex Strofe a round of applause for his efforts.
I mean, you gave it your all.
It was all part of our plan.
You gotta be kidding me.
We're trying to bulk you up, man.
I pledged.
Put some meat on them bones.
I ate 1,800 calories of Uncrustables for what?
Well, I pledged $40 to Alex Strofe if he got to 10 by 5 o'clock.
I just got a text from an unnamed source. Please don't die at the hands of Ben Brust. You deserve to go out in a more dignified way.
that is the most factual thing we've heard all day.
I will send you $20.
Oh,
as a good show of faith.
Thank you.
That is what's up. I'll give you a high five. Proud of you.
You're going to have to give me your Venmo another time.
Wow, look at that. What a good guy.
Okay. No, I'm during the break. We're doing a radio show. I don't want to prioritize paying you $20 for your 1,800 calorie effort here. And by the way,
thanking Ben.
And by the way, I'm glad that I got that text to scrap this because during the break I was looking into his eyes and you were losing yourself.
Defeat. Yeah.
You were heading into a world that I didn't know that you've ever been to before.
No, I've been there. I'm pretty comfortable in that world.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Norman, Alex Strofe on site live at the American Family Insurance Championship across ESPN Wisconsin. Strofe, you good to do pole position?
Absolutely.
Let the record show that Jesse Nelson would have let it ride. That is your content director of 100.5 ESPN Madison. Team Brian D. Let's go to pole position.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position. Pole Position on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman is presented by Great Lakes Dragway, a quarter-mile-long drag strip, plus a drift pad. Even drive your own car on the track. Find full event schedule and ticket information at GreatLakesDragway.com.
This is Pole Position, where we go across the dial of 94.5 ESPN, 100.5 ESPN Madison. See what polls are out there. Put one on top that we love. Answer some that they needed help with. And I think Alex Strofe ability to talk on the radio is still there.
I'm good.
So he's going to run pole position, so you're off the hook, Chris.
All right, let's start here, fellas. I'm breaking the rules just like we did by doing an eating challenge on the air. Let's start with this tweet from Joshy DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy weekday mornings, 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. Joshy tweeted this just 40 minutes ago. Quote,
Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings, 94.5 ESPN.
Yeah, what I just said?
Yep.
What are you doing right now?
A Freudian slip.
Shut up, Ben. Say that again. At Josh_DiMaggio on Twitter just tweeted 40 minutes ago. Just put out a fire that had broken out at someone's house after their cigarette bucket started the porch on fire.
Oh, no.
People are telling me I'm a hero, but I'm just a normal guy who's doing the best for my community. The poll for you guys is Josh DiMaggio a hero, or is he just doing what's best for his community?
Look, this is why I love Josh DiMaggio. Such humility from Josh in that tweet, letting everyone know that he's not a hero, but he's just an everyday person trying to make the world a better place. But Josh, you are a hero. Without you, who knows what's in that building? Who knows if there's people? You are a hero. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
He's a hero. He is an absolute hero, especially in 2024. You know what the thing that most people probably do? They probably whip out their phone, start recording it. Oh, my gosh, a fire. No, not our Josh DiMaggio.
Yeah.
He took action. He kept his phone in his pocket, saved it for later for tweeting it, but he did what needed to be done. Shout out to you, Josh DiMaggio.
Well, actually, do I take this back because he went to Twitter to boast? Maybe he's not as humble as I thought.
Oh, he's humble. He's humble.
Well,
what would you be? Hold on a minute. Before you start casting stones over there, Mr.
I would have
Humble.
went live stream. Guys,
check this out.
Check this out. This was on fire. Look what I did. I saved the world.
My question is this. It must not have been, he's a hero, but how big it must not have been that big of a fire. Like, he said it was a bucket, so maybe it was just a little bucket. And, like, did he have water on hand? Would he go grab a hose?
Yeah, I'm curious of the
he
tactic.
probably just stomped on it.
Yeah, so, like, it might have been a very small fire that wasn't going to turn into a huge fire, but he did the responsible thing. So
what if he, like, had a hose? Like, we got to get him on the phone. I got to know more about this.
If it's a small fire, does that take away from the act?
Yeah, because sometimes small fires will just go out by themselves because there's not enough, oxygen. I have no idea. I don't know how it works. But I applaud him.
He's not a hero, but
he's a hero because you never know what could have happened. But I am very curious of how big this fire was. How big was the bucket?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll continue to do pole position and then try and get Josh DiMaggio on the horn.
Speaking of porches, we'll stick with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy weekday morning, 7 to 9, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. You want to repeat it again this time?
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, 7 to 9, 94.5 ESPN Monday through Friday weekday mornings.
Did Jen Latta do a good thing, in quotes, by answering the door for Jehovah's Witnesses and allowing them to give their spiel and take the pamphlet? Yes, 28%. No, 72%.
No, if anything...
Does that qualify as doing a good thing?
She wasted their time. She's not going to do anything when they could have been to another house that could have actually been interested in helping them. That is an absolute selfish move by trying to make yourself feel good by just basically, hey, tell me your story. Give me the pamphlet. See you later. Oh, I'm a great person.
No, they were spreading the good word of Jehovah, having a watchtower. I remember as a kid, they used to come into our house. My dad, he wasn't following, but he was, he allowed them to come in because he was being a good guy. So I applaud Jen Latta as well for letting them spread the message, and maybe she learned something. So, man, you shouldn't be so hard on her. I think that was a win-win situation.
No, there was no good act. She just sat back and did nothing. The kind thing would have been to say,
them.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Not interested right now, but if you wanted to move to somebody else, you can do that. That would be no different than letting them just talk at you for whatever length of time that they were there. If she would have fed them, if she would have done something like that, then maybe that is an outpouring of sacrifice on Jen's part that would actually constitute as a good act. But she didn't do anything.
No, her time is valuable. As a Marquette gal that she is, someone that believes in the Jesuits, I know she had goodness in her heart. All about Modges, doing more.
You're on the other side of the pole on this one, and I think Brad is the moral compass of the show.
I'd agree.
So I'm gonna be on the right side of history with Brad here.
I honestly, this segment has become the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy poll visitation every week.
Polls.
Yeah, everybody else doesn't. Step your game up, ESPN Wisconsin. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy once again. Ben?
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, mornings 94.5 ESPN 7 to 9.
Mike Tannenbaum says he would take Jordan Love after only Patrick Mahomes over the next 5 years. Who would you pick to build a franchise around after Patrick Mahomes? Jordan Love, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and then the fourth option is Stroud, Allen, or other. Jordan Love got 57% of the vote.
Kyle, go ahead, buddy. 51% now?
You know what? Yeah, I'm choosing Jordan Love. I mean, I really am. Jordan Love was so impressive in the chemistry that we have at this team. You know what he showed me last year? Is he doesn't need a Travis Kelce. He doesn't need a CD Lamb. He doesn't need a number one receiver. He can just go with a whole bunch of guys who are first-year and second-year receivers running the wrong routes and turn them into this ragtag bunch into a playoff winner, into a team that pushed the San Francisco 49ers to the brink of elimination. So give me J. Love and pay the man.
Give me the other. I mean, there are so many good options in the other that I'm willing to go with the other.
Well, Burrow is an option, Jackson is an option, and then Stroud, Allen, other.
Yeah, I like the Stroud, and I like...
Well, pick one.
How many playoff wins does Stroud have?
Give me Stroud or Allen. That's what I'm saying. It's in the other.
How many playoff wins does Stroud have?
One.
He's also younger.
He has the same amount as Love.
He's also younger and played a full season, and I have more evidence of him. I would choose Stroud over that, but I would probably go Allen, to be honest.
Not Burrow?
Actually, I'm a Lamar guy.
I'm a Burrow guy.
I'm also a Burrow guy.
But my overall point that I want to get to here is why you are a love guy, Kyle. And happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
We love you, guy.
Thank you. We all can appreciate what he did, Kyle. The 2-5 record, to leading him to the playoffs, to playing unbelievable at Jerry World. But there's still an inherent risk of the amount of time you've seen him. It doesn't mean you shouldn't pay him. It doesn't mean you shouldn't make him your franchise quarterback. There's just more knowns on the others that I can go with if I'm a general manager and a leader of a franchise.
Sure. I mean, most of those guys haven't won anything, so...
Burrow went to a Super Bowl, and so he won the AFC, and he also won a national championship. And I'm a Burrow guy. I love Jordan Love. But, when it comes to being able to pick anybody outside Mahomes, give me Burrow. The literally only thing about him is a slight injury history. But Joe Burrow is a bona fide winner. He put a hapless organization in the Bengals on his back and brought him to the Super Bowl. That's unbelievable.
Stay healthy.
There goes my hero.
800-990-3776 is the ESPN Wisconsin text line. We have a special guest joining us right now. His name is Josh DiMaggio of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Josh, good day, hero.
Hello, fellas. I heard you summoned the local community leader and hero, Joshy DiMaggio.
Oh, wow, he's touring well.
A whole structure a whole structure today with his hard work. I did catch up on the YouTube stream a little bit. The fire was big enough to require a hose. I tried
Josh, can I stop you here? Can I stop you here? Can you hold for the next segment?
Yes.
I want a whole.
Yeah,
we got to dive deep into Joshy the Hero coming up next on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Do not go anywhere.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Getting a little bit better on 4145 southbound, right at that crash on the ramp from Hampton Avenue onto the highway. It looks like while drivers are still slowing down, it's not causing as much of a delay. 94 westbound is still slow from the Marquette all the way now through the Stadium interchange, headed on towards the zoo. 43 northbound is going to see brake lights all the way up, coming out of downtown all the way to Keefe. 43 southbound slow between Hampton and Capitol. And 894 westbound will be a couple minutes delayed as you come out of the Mitchell interchange. Traffic is brought to you by the Club at Loch LaBelle. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time today at clubatlochlabelle.com. And by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. Taking a look at your forecast for tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy with a low of 57. Saturday, mostly cloudy skies. Showers, though, ending by mid-afternoon, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley on 94.5 ESPN.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Chris Canty.
There's so much pressure on LeBron James to make it work with the Lakers now. I think it makes it more likely. Like, we all anticipated that he's going to opt out, but that was just, I guess, a prelude to him signing a new contract with the Lakers that was going to pay him more money. But I think this puts the onus now on LeBron James, because they're not letting the head coach be used as an impediment to keep him from contending for a championship. Mm-hmm. Like now coaching is not going to be the excuse as to why you can't win here. And the only thing that you could probably pick apart is the roster. But let's remember, LeBron James had a heavy hand in putting this cast together. So there's a ton of pressure on LeBron James to come back with the Lakers and make this thing work, especially after the organization is saying that they will spare no expense in hiring the very best coach that's available.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or ceiling paint. Plus, save $10 on drywall PVA primer and get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid through 6/14. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Well, Mike, our family is expanding.
What? You're kidding. We donated the high chair and baby toys a long time ago.
Mike, we're not having a baby. Our PCI family needs to expand.
Oh, whew, you're right. Business keeps growing, and we need more carpenters.
We're looking for experienced full-time carpenters with a variety of skills.
Consider joining our team at Professional Construction, Inc.
Learn more and apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Where's that higher love I keep thinking of? That bring me higher love.
hero that you will be seeing on the news everywhere. Round of applause. His name is not Clark Kent. It is Josh DiMaggio.
Josh.
On Twitter at Josh_DiMaggio. The producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy put this on Twitter. Just put out a fire that had broken out at someone's house after their cigarette bucket started the porch on fire. People are telling me I'm a hero, but I'm just a normal guy doing what's best for my community. We welcome in that hero, Josh DiMaggio. Please, Josh, give us every detail of what went down.
Yeah, I'll just start you at the top here. We were out for a nice little afternoon walk. As we were walking along, we heard some strange noises, and as we kind of stopped, tried to figure out what was going on, we looked back, and all of a sudden smoke started to rise into the air. So I handed off the dog leash and did a nice little trot up to the porch where I witnessed a 5-gallon bucket, which had melted all the way down, was on fire, along with some garden instruments, and then the porch. Like a piece of two of the boards had become engulfed in flames.
Oh my goodness!
I immediately took the bucket, which was melting and very hot, threw it onto the porch, threw it off of the porch, stomped on it onto the sidewalk, and then went back to the porch, which was still on fire. I realized then that the stomping was not going to be adequate, and I needed to acquire some water to put out the fire. Meanwhile, the whole time between doing this, I'm knocking on the doors and ringing the doorbells. They have, like, the Arlo or whatever the video camera is, and they sent me the voicemail 2 times.
Oh, my.
Doing that, saying we're not available to come to the door right now. As I'm literally looking for a hose, I did find a hose that had a pressure washer.
How did you find a hose? This is the fascinating part.
Probably hooked up to the side of their house, right?
Yes, exactly. It was hooked up right to the side of the house. You could see it running. So I ran over, grabbed it, unscrewed the pressure washer portion, and then was putting out the bucket, which had then reignited again. And when I turned back to the house, that had also reignited.
Oh,
if I hadn't have been there, who knows? Who knows what could have happened? I could have spread to some houses.
How many
close.
apartments or buildings? Like, what was the potential damage here?
Well, it was a duplex, so there's 2 homes. Who knows who could be sleeping in one of those houses, the amount of pet people in each of them. And then they're very close together because it's the city. With all this wind, who knows? Those flames could jump. Those could make it to the neighbor's house. I could have saved a 3-4 house fire.
Did you call the fire department, Milwaukee Fire Department?
I did not. I realized I was able to put it out myself with the hose.
We're not reporting this?
Yeah, you should probably report
you
that.
don't know. Maybe you think you put it out, you walked away, all of a sudden it's back up in flames.
Well, I do have to add to the end here. After ringing the doorbell again and getting sent to the voicemail for it, I said, "Hi, your porch is on fire, and it would be good if you came out here." To then, which shortly a gentleman walked out with his belly hanging out of the bottom of his shirt and kind of just stared at me blankly. And I said, "Yeah, I've been putting out this fire here. I've been putting out this fire here for about 5 minutes." And he went, "Oh, that's not good." And I said, "Yeah, no." I said, "I don't." I said, "I don't know if like anything under the porch is on fire or if this board's going to ignite more, but I got to keep going." I said, "It's not smoking. It's not on fire now, but I'm leaving it up to you, homeowner or renter."
Joshy, at the peak of the flames, how tall were they?
I would say they had gotten to about 3-4 feet.
Ooh, wow! 3-4 feet.
That is tall.
Yeah.
That's a fire. You got to call the police.
What is wrong with you? You could have died. We need you.
You were trying to stomp out that?
You were stopping a 4-foot fire.
You were stopping on a fire.
It's halfway up the way.
Exactly. I'm like, you ain't listen.
That poor Homer tattoo.
Yeah, we the 5-foot kings. I don't know if you should be doing that one.
I am checking my legs. I don't see any singe marks. Oh, actually, I think I got one there. But my hands, I do.
Yeah, you got an adrenaline rush right now, Josh. You got to come down from that and do a full scope of your body.
core fight. You are a hero. I take that back. Because I'm telling you this right now. I would have said, oh, no, somebody call the fire department. I wasn't going to be playing. I wasn't going to be stomping out 8-tile stomping them flags. Yeah, no, I love my legs.
So, Josh, in your tweet, it says, people are telling me I'm a hero, but I'm just a normal guy doing what's best for the community.
Yeah.
Are you okay on behalf of Kyle Brust-Nortman to send out this story to all of the local media outlets in
I've
Milwaukee?
got connects.
Sure, you can do that. I don't know how many bites you're going to get. The aftermath didn't look as bad as the fire when we walked back on the way home. But the fire, I mean, they need to get new boards on their porch. Like they're charred. They were once on fire and they no longer are. So I don't know if the landlord's going to be too pleased with the person when they show up and go, "Why is that board clearly been on fire?" So yeah, it was something that, and I'm being a tiny bit tongue in cheek here with the hero thing. But had I not jumped or someone else very closely jumped in, it would have for sure been a house fire.
Dude, I don't think you're. Are you being tongue in cheek? Because by the sounds of a 4-foot flame in a voicemail that's going to the Ring camera or whatever it was, nobody would have known, and then it would have been bigger. And then what? You called?
Yeah, you would have. That house would have been in flames.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only benefit they have is it's a fairly busy road. But it was tucked away where I walked past it once and didn't notice it. So the flames would have had to get even taller because the yard had a bunch of, let's say, just call it overgrown. They're no more Maine into now June here, it appears, at that house. So it would have had to have been substantial flames or smoke to really alert anybody else before things really were able to be taken care of there. It's just right place, right time, guys.
Yeah, now you said that they called you a hero. Who is they, and did they just watch you put the flames out by yourself?
The they, Kyle, I hate to break this to you, is Josh DiMaggio.
I would have been mad if people just watched me put out a fire by myself. Help me! What's going on here?
I do want to correct the record on what Ben said. The they here is mostly me doing conjecture, but when I text the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy group chat, Jen did call me a hero. So at least one person thus far has called me a hero. I've been called Fireman Joshy, Fireman DiMaggio. I might reach out to the Milwaukee fire chief and ask if I could be sworn in like honorarily as a member for at least a day.
No, you are.
We need Joshy in the fireman's
You are a
calendar.
volunteer firefighter, man.
We need Joshy in the calendar.
Oh, that would be sexy, real sexy. So Josh, I'm putting it all together. We were talking about Jen spoke with the Jehovah's Witnesses, right? She took the time to do that. Probably gave Joshy the strength because, through Jehovah talking.
What the
hell? They gave him the strength to save a life.
You're taking away from Joshy's accomplishment here. You're taking away from it.
Josh, are you? We had just done pole dancing. Are you on the team of Brad and Ben that Jen is not? She did not do any good by wasting their time.
Oh, absolutely not. No, they're trying to recruit you. They're volunteers. It's not like that person's out there grinding to make a living. They're trying to recruit you to your religion. You wasted their time. You had no interest. You actually took money from them because you took one of their pamphlets. They could have used that for someone else.
A lot of people on the ESPN Wisconsin Talking text line, Josh, are calling you a hero. So it's not just you. It's Kyle Brust-Nortman. It's Alex Stroh. And it is now they. It is now everyone listening.
Well done, Joshy.
Brust-Nortman Nation.
As a community guy looking out for the people around him, I just want to remind everyone it's about we and not me. I did step into the flames literally and take action, but I expect that from everyone else in this close-knit community of Milwaukee.
And before we let you go, who would have handled this the worst out of us four right now?
Oh, Ben, by far. Not even close.
Kyle, a close second.
Wait, why do you think you would be good in this situation? The fire would have engulfed
You're a little bit of a pyro.
So you're comfortable with fire.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a hard ass. People
of what we need, though. We need Firefighter, not Pyromania.
Right, he's trying to light it all on fire. Grow.
Stoke it. The second time,
some oil in there.
The second time they send my ass to voicemail, see ya.
Josh DiMaggio, the hero that we need, the hero that we love, and he's a part of our team and our show. Josh, you enjoy a delicious brew that you deserve.
Well done, Joshy.
Well done, Josh.
I'll have a nice frosty one for all of you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh.
There's Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, the hero that we all needed in the city of Milwaukee today. 800-990-3776. Not all heroes wear capes, Josh. That's Cameron. Joshy fought 14-foot flames and were warded off by his wonderful laugh. Dave from Aaron. That is good because I could also see the laugh just pushing those flames away from our guy Josh DiMaggio. But right now I got to tell you about IKEA's family program. And who knows, maybe there's a family that Josh saved that now can be a part of the family program. Free to join. Provides early access to sales and savings throughout the store. Early insight on upcoming sales. Access to free workshops and events. 90-day price protections. Savings on delivery options. Access to buyback and resell. Free coffee or tea in the restaurant. And new signups get $20 off your next in-store purchase of $150 or more. If you choose to receive those promotional emails, the QR code is sent via email within 48 hours of sign-up. So join the IKEA family program today. We wrap up Kyle Brust-Nortman live from the American Family Insurance Championship next.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the north side. The north side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also sponsored by Coors Light.
This is not like let's pretend there's competition so we can get our guy right. I think they have doubts about it, and he's going to have to earn it.
I'm not sure, even if you don't have to give up a ton to get DA back, I'm not so sure I want to mess with what we got and pay him that dollar amount.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Hey, graduating high school seniors, you already know IKEA is your home for everything you need to make your upcoming college living experience great. Now, IKEA wants to help you celebrate your graduation with the 2024 IKEA Grad Bash. Join IKEA on June 22nd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. for fun activities, contests, giveaways, gifts, and more. Search the store with the Grad Bash scavenger hunt, grab a free hot dog, and uncover fun around every corner. Stop by IKEA Oak Creek on June 22nd for IKEA's Grad Bash.
Even when you get a great price, diamonds cost a lot of money.
But we want you to be able to buy the engagement ring you really want.
You won't have to settle for anything less than fantastic when you come to Kessler's.
We do everything in our power to make it possible for you to give her that magical engagement ring you really want her to have.
Friendly financing makes it possible.
We can give you 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit.
And with approved credit, we can give you 36 months to pay with just 9.99%.
And if getting your credit approved is a problem, we've even got second chance financing for people who deserve a second chance.
Don't settle for second best. Come to Kessler's.
Seriously, we do everything in our power to make it possible for you to give her that magical engagement ring you really want her to have.
That's the sort of thing you can expect from us when you hear us say, "Welcome to Kessler's."
Welcome to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, go to KesslersDiamonds.com. And one more thing. Welcome to Kessler's.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at AmFam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
All across Wisconsin, destination marketing organizations are working to ensure that tourism in our state and your local community is stronger than ever. Their work to drive visitation and enhance the visitor experience not only encourages travelers to discover our great state, it bolsters the economy, supports jobs, And it improves the quality of life for all Wisconsin residents. To learn more about what these great organizations are doing, visit destinationswisconsin.com. Sponsored by Destinations Wisconsin.
The newest Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men is opening in Oak Creek. Join ESPN Milwaukee on site for the grand opening on Tuesday, June 11th. Kyle Brust and Nortman will be broadcasting live from 2 to 5 p.m. Be one of the first 94 customers to stop by on June 11th and get a free haircut. Plus, get registered to win 2 VIP tickets to a Milwaukee baseball game and $500. KBN live from the new Lady Jane's in Oak Creek on June 11th. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Whether you're a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. The hotel is ideally located in the heart of the theater district in downtown Milwaukee. With deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site galleries, and nightly live music, you'll enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Book special hotel packages with room rates starting as low as $129 a night. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on.
Been a great time at the American Family Insurance Championship across ESPN Wisconsin. Turn a lot of heads as I bring us back in a break as I have a loud projecting voice. Appreciate all you putting up with me. Especially you, Kyle and Brad and Alex. It's been a fun day. If you missed any of our show, go to WisconsinOnDemand.com or catch it on YouTube. Shout out to Josh DiMaggio. He put out a fire that saved people. He's a hero.
Milwaukee hero, just like me and my Uncrustable challenge.
Given your energy level right now, I think you could have got the 10.
Yeah.
I could have gotten 8.
I think the Joshy fire putting out gave you a little bit of extra boost.
Well, I didn't realize, okay, I've had a good week, all right? A lot of hosting opportunities, a little news time.
Of course. No wonder why you're happy.
Well, FaceTime on WISN last night.
All right.
Now I'm eating all the Uncrustables. Haven't had one in a year. I mean,
now you've had 6.
Everything's turning up strofe today.
Let's hit the same game parlay, Chris.
It's time for Ben's Same Game Parlay. Sponsored by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. There's a table waiting for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines, and full-service sports betting. Explore more at paysbig.com.
Time now to make a little money for Game 2 of the NBA Finals on Sunday. I think there's going to be a little bit of overreaction to the line, and there was. The Dallas Mavericks jumped up a little bit in their value, +7.
Oh,
I like the Mavericks +7 because even if it's there's a back
it was
door.
6.5 yesterday, right?
Yeah, and there's a backdoor potential for them. Game 1, it looks like the Celtics are going to blow them out. Everyone thinks it. I like the response from Luka and Kyrie. You got bona fide superstars. Again, it wasn't the greatest game for them, but +7's too many points for me to leave on the table. So I like Dallas +7, and it seems like it got a consensus amongst the board.
I like that a lot.
Overreaction to that.
Look,
right?
Tingus Pingus had an all-time game last night off the bench for the Celtics.
Here's where I'm going next.
Where is he here?
Drew Holiday, over 1.5 steals in the game.
How many you have yesterday?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh, you should care.
All right, well, someone can look that up. But then the last leg of the parlay is Al Horford, over 1.5 threes. So 2 threes from Al Horford because of exactly what you just said. Tingus Pingus.
Holiday had 1 steal yesterday.
Holiday 1 steal? That means he's due to go over 1.5. Kristaps Porzingis was awesome in his first game that nobody expected him, even himself, the teammates. They had to have been shocked by the impact he made after he missed 2 series. Al Horford, over 1.5 threes. The Mavericks +7. Drew Holiday, over 1.5 steals. And Al Horford, over 1.5 threes. That is +800 on the dot. $10 to win 80, $100 to win 800, $1,000 to win 8,000. However you like to gamble, Potawatomi Casino Hotel has it for you. That is my same game parlay. It will keep me interested and active for Sunday night's game. Can't wait for that. What do you think of the Sunday night game, by the way? I like
it too.
I like Sunday.
Especially because I think it is a 6 Central or a 7 Central.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to be like, ending at 11. It make it a little late. I know you're
90 Day
7 Central.
Oh, that's when
remember,
90
we
Day starts.
can't text Kyle Wallace at after 10 p.m.
We can't text him during the weekends. Only work hours.
You're right.
Only
Monday
work
through
hours.
Friday,
About to be blacked out.
8 to 10 p.
Well, unlike you all, I work on Sundays, so you can text me up.
Sunday Karma on ESPN Wisconsin.
Last time I checked, I was running Sunday Karma, unless you want to.
Oh, no, you were snooping in on Sunday Karma. That's what you were doing.
Not this week.
No, he's
yeah, because I'm in D.C.
Oh, yeah, we have an announcement to make.
wow.
Oh, yeah, we do have an announcement
Tell
to
the
make.
people on your birthday what you're getting into.
Well, because I'm such a distinguished member of...
We'll do it at the last minute of the show, just in case anyone gets upset about politics.
Yeah,
and I don't have to read the text or deal with it.
Since I'm such a distinguished member of the show, I felt like, I need to elevate this show even more. I got us a WBA. Now I'm getting this recognition from the White House. I was invited to the White House Juneteenth Regional Media Summit, so I'll be at the White House enjoying the Juneteenth celebration. So if you see me on TV, I'll definitely represent Good Karma
What's
Brands,
the fit
KBN,
like?
The Truth.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
You know what? I don't know yet because I've been so busy this week, but I'm thinking about a white button-up with some nice shorts and maybe some slippers with my
Shorts?
No, not shorts.
Shorts to the White House?
Not shorts. I mean white pants, like some dress pants.
How about a tie?
And then, no, I'm thinking about having it open.
Really?
Chest open
I'd
with a
go
Shave.
You want-
We
you
don't
wanna
want to
go
see the hamburger meat.
Make sure you go slightly more formal than you think. Kyle.
Taco meat
No,
or whatever you call it.
I looked up videos from last year's celebration, and people are very, very casual. Very
but
casual.
the people who are wearing casual stuff are the people that are supposed to be there.
Hey,
Oh, dang.
Well, they invited me. I got an invite. She called me. She said, "Hey, did you get my email?"
They followed up with you?
I said,
Chill,
"Girl,
girl.
I'm doing a radio show. I got you." But yes, I'll be at the White House on Monday, but I will be returning on Tuesday.
Again, Potawatomi
Lady James.
That'd be awesome.
Happy birthday to Kyle Wallace. How old are you?
Somewhere in my 20s.
Man, don't do that.
Own it, Kyle. Come on, don't
Kyle.
Somewhere in my
2
30s.
peas in a pod.
I am mad at Strofe. He said he's going to bring you a cake today. What happened to that cake?
I forgot.
Dang.
We should have put a candle in an Uncrustable.
That would have been an idea.
Yeah.
Love when we do our best stuff at the last minute of the
Literally.
show.
Hey,
Good
fellas,
job,
I
everyone.
appreciate the love, so thank you.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel Sportsbook, 2,000 square foot video wall. Even if you're just watching some Brewers games, they're back in the action over the weekend. It's a great spot to watch. If you want to bet, you can bet. 20 minutes free reserved parking for you if you want to make a quick bet. You can also just enjoy all the games there, the food, the drinks. It's amazing. Ben same game parlay, Dallas +7, Drew Holiday over 1.5, Al Horford over 1.5 threes. I meant Drew over 1.5 steals. That's +800. Enjoy the weekend. It's been a great time at the American Family Insurance Championship. Come check it out. Go Steve Stricker. Woo! See you later.
We got a crash on 894 eastbound, a little bit beyond the ramp from 76th Street. It is now blocked.